I'm remaining the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Look, I stay planted on my pivot though. These niggas making small moves like midget toes. I stay solid, keep it street on the regular. On the regular, my nigga, I'm not regular. I'm on this money chase, moving like the Brinks truck. No competition, all my niggas got they drinks up. Real shit, yeah, we even share the last cup. Was on our ass, now all my niggas got they cash up. No celebration, staying humble to this lifestyle. Fuck the future, I'ma paint the picture right now. I'm never switching up, I'ma stay the same. Me, these niggas so basic like some dickies in the plain team. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. 1G, gotta keep it 1,000. Fake niggas get 2-piece kung pao. Real niggas come second, you a damn lie. Don't wanna hear it, my nigga, you blow my damn high. You think this shit is gonna be here for a lifetime? You better do some research or use a lifeline. Cause all them stacks you talking about you can't take with you. Punt it to the next nigga like a great kicker. Make sure he's straight and I'm talking about with no mixer. And keep it pushing fast, laning on the gold jixer. Been a real nigga, promise it'll last long. Never look back, but if you do, just get your laugh on. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel. Street one. Yeah. D-I-N-O the die. I'm remaining the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Look, I stay planted on my pivot though. These niggas making small moves like midget toes. I stay solid, keep it street on the regular. On the regular, my nigga, I'm not regular. I'm on this money chase, moving like the Brinks truck. No competition, all my niggas got they drinks up. Real shit, yeah, we even share the last cup. Was on our ass, now all my niggas got they cash up. No celebration, staying humble to this lifestyle. Fuck the future, I'ma paint the picture right now. I'm never switching up, I'ma stay the same. Me, these niggas so basic like some dickies in the plain team. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this ain't the same. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. 1G, gotta keep it 1,000. Fake niggas get 2-piece kung pao. Real niggas come second, you a damn lie. Don't wanna hear it, my nigga, you blow my damn high. You think this shit is gonna be here for a lifetime? You better do some research or use a lifeline. Cause all them stacks you talking about you can't take with you. Punt it to the next nigga like a great kicker. Make sure he's straight and I'm talking about with no mixer. And keep it pushing fast, laning on the gold jixer. Been a real nigga, promise it'll last long. Never look back, but if you do, just get your laugh on. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gon' change. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga.
Cause one day this all gonna change. What's poppin', everybody? Y'all already know what it is. Welcome to Your Herd with Biggie and Friends, live on Vegas Hype Media Network. I go by B-I-G-G-I-E, no motherfucking notorious. I'm so used to doing this a certain way, but you two motherfuckers like to skip out every other fucking week. But anyway, y'all already know I got Fees with me this week. Fucking Lipton iced tea has decided to fucking return after missing 2 fucking weeks. Sequoia's not here. She's out of town from what she told me, but who knows? Who knows? Best friend, I see you in the motherfucking comments already. What's popping? Y'all already know what to do. Share, motherfucking share. Jamaica, what's popping? Oh, now you want to tune in. Ugly ass. That's because you know who here this week. Oh, she at the airport right motherfucking now. But anyway, we got a special guest. I actually met her last week. Niggas had a cool little conversation in the parking lot. I found out her background and said, what's up? I need you to come on to the show. She said, cool. So we set it up. It wasn't supposed to be this week, but I said, fuck it. Why not? We ain't got nobody. So everybody, I need y'all to put your motherfucking hands together. I appreciate you for coming, by the way.
Thank you.
Say hello to Chantel. Do you want me to call you that? Or you?
Yeah, that's
all right, bet. Say, you know how women be.
Call me something else.
Call me something else. Alter egos and
no,
shit.
that's my name. I love my name.
It's nice. I like it too. It's actually spelt with a...
It means songstress.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It means what?
Songstress. That's why I never changed my name, because it means a woman who sings. Everybody starts to be like, what's going to be your alias? What's going to be your alias? And I'm like, I don't think I need one. Anything else will just not be me. And my name already has a meaning.
Damn, I like the way you just put that.
Yeah, the C-H-A-N-T stands, it comes from the word to chant. So, not me a hoe and get killed. That's a chant.
I about to say, you better not start doing chants in this motherfucker. I'm walking right the fuck out. I had enough. But it's
shit. I like that, though. That's different. Katie, what's popping? Shit. Damn. It's been a little rough for a nigga lately. A little last week. I'm going to just dig into that because I'm in the fucking spirit. But anyway, week was cool. By the way, just play along. Week was cool. Ain't do too much shit. Work stressing a nigga out. Thinking about, I don't want to say thinking about, pretty much about to start finding another job so I can work 2 of these motherfuckers, because shit ain't getting cheap. It's only getting expensive. I didn't realize these fucking kids go back to school in 2 to 3 weeks. That's number one. I was talking to my daughter. She's like, yeah, Daddy, I go back to school August 4th. What? Since when did y'all go back to? Y'all been out of school for damn near just a month and a half, and y'all already back in school? That shit crazy to me. So that means my boys is going back in school. So that's shopping on top of shopping on top of shopping.
Aren't you glad they're going back to school?
Not really.
Why not?
It don't make a difference. I mean, I work, so it don't really.
Right.
You feel me? Make a difference. If the hours I'm at work, they in school, and by the time I get off, they out of school. So, you feel what I'm saying? It don't really make a difference, except for on my off days when I'm home, they home.
Me neither.
Our son.
What the fuck is this? It's supposed to be y'all cool because you don't have kids?
I mean, we're unicorns.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
They say
I don't like that little pack that y'all just fucking made right there. Because y'all are boring. That's what y'all are.
That's because
far from boring.
Boring.
Far.
Y'all ain't got no fucking kids. You ain't doing nothing. You need to have some. Leave something behind.
I mean,
you're right about
I
that,
agree,
though.
but
you need to have some.
You can't have a kid with everybody.
No, you can't. I'm not saying have a kid with anybody. I'm just saying.
Did you have a kid
out there.
Did you have a kid with anybody?
I see what you did there. I see what the fuck you did there. And technically, no. Because they all somebody.
I got a lot of jabs.
They all somebody.
I got a lot of jabs.
But they all somebody, though.
Again, I got a lot of jabs.
I hear baby daddies are ghetto.
Describe that.
That's what all my friends say. They say,
why the fuck is you? I'm not ghetto, motherfucker.
Baby daddy culture is the worst.
Like what? Speak on it.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't have one.
You don't know what they mean by that? Like, what do you think they mean by that?
I mean, it just sounds
ghetto.
Like,
how?
It just sounds rough.
I say the same about baby mamas. I think there's more bad shit to say about baby mamas than baby daddies. The only most thing baby daddies you could say is like they kind of protective, like. Cause I had a
There's
kid,
gonna be some
so.
bums.
But I think most baby daddies are protective over their baby mamas if they still fucking. 9 times out of 10.
I'm glad you cleared that up. Our show was about to. Is it over the kid or is it over the bitch?
I'm talking about for the man towards the baby mama. You get what I'm saying? For the man to act.
No, you cleaned it
Okay,
up.
so let me ask you this. Let's go to our first question. So if a baby mama that you're not with calls you and says that
her nigga daddy beat her ass, yeah, I'm pulling up. Fuck you mean? That's the mother of my children.
Okay. What do you think?
Fuck you mean?
And she's in a new relationship.
Whether I love or hate it, I don't give a fuck. I'm pulling up. That's the mother of my children, bro.
Okay, so your thing, if she called you and said, "Oh, this man just jumped on me, this, that, and third. I need you to pull up."
Mm-hmm.
Why you say it in that tone?
Because I mean, that's what she ain't gonna be like. Hey, I just got whooped on. I need you to pull up. It's gonna be like, oh, this.
No, that's not. Some women,
just
some women be, they thugs.
And then the ones you gotta watch out for, them serial killers.
But go ahead, bro.
I mean, it's severity, everything. Like, granted, there is some form of importance that you gotta do to it, especially if she really just over there just getting whooped out. It'd be one thing if she was an initiator and she started something and then she got what's coming to it. But a lot of situations now these days be just wordplay that motherfuckers can control. So sometimes a man get out of control and feel some type of way because truth be told, a woman's tongue is the most powerful weapon.
Speak on that shit.
So with that being said, women know how to cut a man. And it'd be the simplest things like, oh, nigga, you suck. And you will feel that, especially
real
if
shit
it's coming
though.
from somebody that
somebody you love.
Ever so
facts.
small. It's something ever so small. You be
Speak on that shit, Fees.
You be like, damn, you know what? I'm about to knock you from this side of the room to that side of the room and call anybody to pull up. I'm gonna do something to him.
Speak on that shit.
So I mean, it's depending on the severity. I'll pull up and see what's
that you
going
guys
on.
are good men.
So that makes us good men.
I guess so, yeah.
But a lot of women.
But am I still a good man if I don't pull up?
I mean, I guess like you said, it depends on the severity. Like, what if she's the type to use her baby daddy as a crash dummy?
That's her fault too.
You know what I mean? Like, are you just gonna be your baby mama's crash dummy all the time?
No, I'm only like it's like he said
because it's like I feel like if you the one in the relationship with him, like back and forth. So
but if you know your baby mama and you know she's not abusive, bro. See, I think people only. Let me figure out how I'm about to say this because. So I feel like people only call people when they're in that situation if it's really that situation.
Right.
Especially, it takes a lot for a woman to call their baby daddy like, my nigga, I need you to pull up. This nigga is acting a motherfucking fool. Crying. Especially if you know.
You're looking at it from a righteous side. A lot of women now these days would just call their baby daddy to see if they're just coming to
Yeah. But that's because the woman is still attached to the nigga.
No, sometimes it just be attached.
That's what you call being toxic, nigga.
That's what I said. Don't be a crash dummy.
That's what you call that, and that's why I was trying to elaborate on what she was saying because that's a crash dummy right there.
I feel like if y'all got kids, of course, it's not being in danger. Hey, listen, you got to figure it out. As long as this man ain't yelling or doing nothing to my kid, then it is what it is. But if he is, like if he's showing aggression towards my kid too, then not only he got to get it, you got to get it too.
Yeah, but nigga, your kids are there. If he whooping your baby mama ass in front of your kids, nigga, that affects your children.
Did you just listen to what I just said?
No, because you just said.
Biggie,
you said if he's doing it to your kids,
you gotta think on a larger scale when people are in their emotions. Stupid. You just go off of the first thing you hear and just be like, oh, yeah.
No, nigga, no.
Shut up.
No, for real though. I get what you're saying. You know I gotta talk shit, nigga.
Shut up. I want to talk to you no more.
Oh, you gonna go cry in the corner now?
Yep. That corner over there.
I agree with you, bro, for the most part. Now, if my kids ain't there and they got a situation going on, that's a little different. But 9 times out of 10, that makes you wonder, like, nigga, if you doing this in public or here, nigga,
it's definitely going on in front of the kids.
It's definitely going on in front of my children. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a no-no.
Right. I don't have a baby daddy, nor my baby mama, so I'm just curious.
Just don't be.
She's part of that small percentage of people in the world.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure you got friends though that are baby daddies and baby mamas.
I mean, but I speak. I've dated a man with a child. I've dated other people with children. It's like I just think about it from the perspective of like, oh, you jumping up to go save, yo, baby mama, like, you know. It's
Are you
just a
thinking
little
from
weird.
the girl that's dating the man
Yeah.
with kids?
I mean, that's who I am. So yeah, you know, like that.
I get what you're saying. So that kind of affects you
I
in
mean,
a way?
it can be a little bit.
What if he brought you with him? Like, come on.
Well, I guess. I mean, like you said, I guess it depends on the level of severity and the dynamic between
Yeah.
the two. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If it's not that, and when she really is getting her ass whooped, then maybe like, you know, she really legitimately needs some help. But you know, I don't know.
No, I got you.
I mean, it just can be a little like, you know, problematic. You know, so I don't know.
Sequoia said it makes it seem like there's more going on.
Yeah, it makes it seem like you
But
just
that's
gonna
if
run
you're
and jump up and go save her to go be with her.
But you got to think of the mentality. That
That's-
shouldn't. If you know your nigga, then you should know that
You're
that's
right
not
about
what
that.
he's doing.
True.
So that shows the mentality that you in when those thoughts are going through your fucking head. So that means you already not trusting the nigga already, or him and his baby mama's relationship.
But those are conversations that a lot of people don't have now these days.
Facts.
Regardless,
Mm-hmm.
they just go off of, you know, the first thing that they go with in a relationship and be like, okay, that's what it is.
Oh,
rather than
girl, I
actually
seen your
having
nigga at the store with his baby mama.
And then it's
Oh.
like you don't even know what it was for because let's just say Rasaz, yeah, I was with her, but I'm buying stuff for my kid, and you know that now you created a whole severity to allow somebody else on the outside to dictate what's going on rather than actually asking me and be like, okay, something like I said, that shit is all.
But most women don't believe anything that a man got to say with their baby mama. Long story
shit, it
short.
goes both ways now these days. Men don't believe women, and women don't believe men.
Yeah, because
Sadly.
I think, you know,
It don't matter.
women
what it
got
is.
baby daddies, cousins, and brothers, and this and that really ain't that. You get what I'm saying? I think we don't have those options, those fucking bailouts. Oh yeah, this is my cousin right here. Whole time we fucking every day.
Right.
You're aware that women are double standards now these days, right? They can live double standards.
No, they can't.
Men and women.
No, the fuck they can't. No, when it comes to sex, yes, nigga. When it comes to sex,
What is majority of situations now these days based off?
money? Money, motherfucking money, bro. They use the pussy to get the money. Now they're way more aware because it's like, nigga, I don't gotta fuck you for free. I don't gotta spend time with you for free. I don't gotta talk to you for free. I don't gotta show you my body for free. My toes, my hands, my arms, my elbows, knees, looking ass nigga. I'll be here for real though.
You into all that shit, huh?
No, nigga, I'm just speaking in general. Women they're awake that way, but who's to say that way is the right way? Not saying that it's wrong, but you understand what I'm saying.
I'm following.
Now that because women have really figured out that men are real live visual creatures, and you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if we are sexually attracted to you in any type of way, they already know most motherfuckers is gonna pay out of pocket for it. Which is, I mean, I don't get it, but you know, I respect. You know, if you out here getting money like I'm getting money, then I respect it. I feel like sexually and all this OnlyFans and all this other shit, I feel like that's a fast way out for women. That's an easy way out. But that's not long-term money. That's short-term money.
Very short term.
You get what I'm saying? The fast money, the pimping, the hoeing, that's all fast money. That shit can run out tomorrow.
It will run out.
Not necessarily, because I know some niggas
that's been running.
Well,
That's why when you
Well,
said
for
that,
women.
I looked there. It's like
well, I'll say for women.
Hey, no, I'm talking for men and women. I'm being real. I know some nigga that's been going and still going. Like, but it's really on. I think it's really on. It speaks about their character. Like, they know what they doing. They know the ins and outs. They've been able to evolve this whole time. You feel what I'm saying? Because that type of game ain't the same as it used to be. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm only speaking on this because I know niggas that's in that lifestyle. So, but yeah, I respect women that's out here working 9 to 5 and getting this shit the hard way, like we getting it. You feel me? Women low key want to be us so bad. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm
Listen,
saying like,
don't get me started.
I'm saying like,
start.
like, they want to be us in so many ways, sexually and all this other shit. But then when it comes to, let's just say, how many women do you think will provide for a man?
A lot of them are doing it already. What?
It's a small percentage.
Small?
It's not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but okay, let's say there is a lot of them. How many of them are complaining about doing it?
How many women are complaining about taking care
Yes.
of men? All of them.
Hello.
But
There's no complaints about us. Long as we come home and everything that we need is there. My peace and my happiness is where I'm at. So why is that why is it that motherfuckers want to be us and do shit we do so
Women don't want to
bad?
be men. I can tell you that for a fact. Women do not want to be men. Men.
Not literally. I'm saying like the shit that we can get away with. Let's just say fucking multiple people, doing all this other shit sexually. You might as remember I highlighted that word. I'm not talking everything.
Wants to get away with messing with multiple men has wounded femininity. She's not even tapped in correctly to her womanness.
A woman that believes in having multiple guys for multiple things, or what's the new wave now? Brother husbands, right? Ain't that
yeah.
All a true
see where you
feminine woman
going.
needs is a one masculine man. That's it.
Sequoia said there's a lot of homosexuals.
I know that's why I snickered when she said when she was talking. But yeah,
All a true feminine woman needs is one masculine man, a real actual masculine man.
Describe your
woman.
masculine man.
Somebody who protects, provides, and professes, and leads. I guess that's really what I don't know. Women want to do that unless she's kind of like brainwashed and she's not like tapped into.
You're talking
femininity.
provide financially, right? Or just provide.
Just
in
provide
general.
in general. I mean, financial is under the umbrella, but there's many ways you could provide for a woman.
Would you take care of a nigga?
No.
If he's let me get around that.
she already said
no.
You might as well still get your piece out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just still want to, for the people out there that's watching and shit. And by take care of a nigga, I mean you the breadwinner. Let's not say he ain't working, but you the breadwinner. You taking care of most of the shit that's going on financially in the house, but he's doing everything else.
It's a give or.
You get what I'm
There's
saying? Like
leniency
everything else,
this
like
is the year 2023. Things we're not in the 50s anymore.
He cooking, or he taking care of you in other ways. He making sure he's supporting you emotionally, physically, mentally. He there in all them other categories, but his money ain't where your money is.
Well, money not being where my money is and not having any at all is two different things. So it's like, I could deal with money not being where mine is, but not having any at all.
But you still taking care of him though. Because you the breadwinner. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, but if he's like you said, if he's taking care of me, it just depends on the ways that I'm taking care of you. You're supposed to take care of each other in a relationship.
Yes.
So it's like
spin on it. Yes.
So it just depends. But I can't be punching the clock 40 hours a week. And you're not. Like even if the dollar amount is not the same, you
got to be doing something.
And you still need to be. It's the principle. Like you still need to pay for where you stay. Don't give me that power over you as a man. Don't give me that power over you.
How was that power?
No, don't give me the power over you to take care of you. Like you know what I mean. Don't do that.
Again, how was that?
Okay, well, like
you understand? Like
I'm just trying not to be like too offensive here. Like
no, you talk, spit your shit. That's the point. That's why you here.
Speak your mind.
That's why you here. Speak your mind.
You give a woman power over you when she takes care of you. Like that when you're getting kicked out every other day and she's taking her stuff back every day because you made her mad about this. Like you give the woman that power when she takes care of you.
So then
the woman and herself has to fight with herself not to treat you like that. But when you take care of what you're supposed to take care of, she don't even have that power over you. She could be as mad as she wants, but she's not finna stop you from getting nowhere. She's not finna stop you from having no shelter. So
why is it a problem when the shoe is on the other foot?
I mean, it's not
if
a problem.
Man was
I'm just
to do
saying
that.
it's not a. Well, I mean, but what do you mean? What do you mean? Explain that more.
How you just explained it. The power.
But isn't a man supposed to be the powerful one in the relationship? The man is the one that's supposed to have the power.
Why does that justify the power that you have? Is what I'm getting.
It doesn't. But that's just the way it is. It doesn't justify
what I'm trying to
it, but
touch
that's
on.
just what it is. Like your power as a man is kind of taken away from you when a woman is providing for you. Like just
I feel like if
blank.
we doing this together, though, the power is equally. There's nobody. I'm being real. If we building shit together, there's no one has more power. Some days you supposed to be the 40, I'm gonna be the 60.
True.
Some days I'm gonna be the 70, you gonna be the 30, or you gonna be the 99 and I'm gonna be the 1. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I mean, but that doesn't always mean financially. There's all other ways that
period.
happens.
I'm talking
majority of time.
Period.
But let's cut the bullshit. Majority of the time it's financially.
Yes, majority of the time it is that.
Crazy.
And lack of communication.
In a fairy tale world, that would be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, to me it's more of a partnership. You get what I'm trying to say? There's no all that he leads and she leads. No, like at the end of the day, everything has to come with communication and consulting. Like anything
and
I
being
do,
secure with self.
If you're my person, right? There is nothing that I can't do without consulting you. And that's not me. I'm checking with you every 5 seconds, this, that, and the third. You have to be involved in every bit of my process, just like I got to be involved in every bit of your process. So when things come about and how things need to move, everybody's moving as one, not just like, oh, I'm moving a certain way and I'm just following the lead, or she's moving the way she's moving, so I'm gonna move that way.
Facts.
Nah, and let's just keep it real. We in a day and age that most motherfuckers cannot live by themselves.
Right.
I mean, that's because of the economy and
exactly.
shit.
So with that being said, when people actually try to justify exactly where they see things and how they want, they got to put themselves in that position to be like, hey, if I can do it by myself, then I can do it by myself. But if I can't and I have somebody but if I can't and I have somebody with me, then create formulate a game plan that works for both of y'all, so nobody feels no type of way.
Right. That sounds good and dandy, but when it gets said and done, insecurities come out. When the bitch is the breadwinner.
I was watching something earlier.
Come out.
I was watching something earlier. This dude has said, "I'd rather work together through jealousy than through dishonesty." Think about that.
I don't want to work through jealousy or dishonesty. I don't understand that.
Because
don't be jealous of me.
The everyone's jealous, whether they admit it or not. Everyone is. There's something that your man might do that you might be jealous of. You're not gonna let it show, but that shit eating you up inside. And most men ain't gonna speak on their jealousy of the shit that they women do. And if we do, we just send it in. It's in either compliments or it's coded. Long story short. Like if we got a problem with what you wearing outside, right? Where the fuck you going looking that good? That's a sense of nigga, our radar up, because you feel what I'm saying? Like, am I making sense?
Yeah,
like,
she's up for grabs.
That's it's a compliment, but at the same time, it's like, you about to get fucked up. Long story. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's something that motherfuckers have to learn how to talk about. And another issue is that I don't want to keep trying to seem like I'm targeting women, but most women don't communicate. They expect a nigga to know how they feel.
True.
Or what they want. Or, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, we not mind readers. I can't read your motherfucking mind. I don't know how you felt when I did this. I don't know how you think when you did this. I'm big on, if I ask you a question and you give me an answer and you stand on that answer, and then my actions are to the question that I asked you, don't get mad because I gave you an opportunity to express yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And most women won't express themselves the same way most men won't express themselves, because they kind of low key is like, how is this person gonna look at me? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's more of a macho thing for niggas, but you feel me? I can't speak on that because I'm macho,
men,
but I ain't macho.
Most men don't communicate either, and that's so facts. Like,
yes,
I shouldn't have to explain myself. I shouldn't. Why don't you? I'm not Miss Cleo.
I mean, at the end of the day, most men that don't communicate goes off the perception of what they see on social media and stuff like that. They don't want to be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. They don't want to tell women exactly what they're fearful of, because
and most men that do get dogged out or looked at differently.
They get dogged out. Damn.
Men are taught to be brave, be strong, shadow everything. But truth be told, when you actually do have a person of interest, a person of longevity, what's wrong with being vulnerable with them?
Facts.
Right, that's how I feel. If you're with somebody and sleeping with them, why? That's the person you're supposed to be vulnerable with.
And I go deeper than that. If you have to shy away from being vulnerable with that person, that's not your person.
Right.
So, and I use that word a lot now because people don't pay attention to the particulars of the people that they deal with.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They don't take time to be like, okay, that person like this person don't like that. They're not understanding of how they move. They're just going off the perception of what they see when they got with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
The fantasy.
So
not the reality.
Yeah.
Everything's a facade now these days. Nobody's really taking time to be like, okay, I understand this person truly, so I know if something's wrong or a conversation got to go about. It's not going to be no, oh, I'm over talking you or I'm belittling you. It's like we're actually
talking.
But let's be real. Most people these days don't even try to get to know their person like that.
They don't even. Yeah.
They're so caught up in, and it's low key social media. All this technology shit that we got in our face is the reason why motherfuckers don't really take the time to get to know motherfuckers. See, back when we was growing up, you feel me, and most of the people that's watching, we had to get to know motherfuckers. We spending school with you. We outside after fucking school playing or at parties together.
Right.
Like we're going out to eat. Like motherfuckers really
Meeting up at Jack in the Box after school.
No phones. It's like niggas got to guess like, all right, it's 3:00. They, usually be there about 3:30. Niggas is just pull up. You feel what I'm saying? But now it's just like everybody's so intact with everyone's to lives. Niggas get caught up in scrolling through pictures on Instagram thinking that motherfuckers is living this lifestyle. I love
thinking that every woman is an eligible bachelorette and she's not.
I love my job.
Thinking every man is an eligible bachelor and he is not.
And he's not.
You need to pick somebody's brain to get to know that. These bitches on Instagram are not eligible bachelors.
Facts.
These niggas on Instagram are not. All right, these women on Instagram are not eligible bachelorettes. These niggas on Instagram are not eligible bachelors.
Yes.
And an eligible bachelor and an eligible bachelorette means somebody who is involved in society and they are eligible, equipped to date and have a partner. And most people are not that.
Yeah, most niggas do.
They're not going to show you that on social media.
But most women follow that money, and that's why you end up with the Lori Harveys and them type of females. You feel what I'm saying?
Lori Harvey, we're not going to. Don't do Lori. Don't do Lori because look, don't
I'm just
be
talking
mad,
shit.
Don't be
I'm not
mad.
mad. Don't be mad what?
Just because she got some strong feminine guidance. Now her mama, I'm a little about her mama.
How does that?
Like
Wait a minute. What? You just tried to reverse psychology that.
No,
How does that? How is that
Lori
strong?
Harvey is a young lady, and she knows not to put all her eggs in one basket. It may not seem fair to y'all, but how many women get their 20s wasted? Think about your daughters, okay? Don't think about the women you want to date. Think about your daughter right now. Think about all the women that's dating somebody at 20 years old and they're with somebody from 20 to 29 who just completely wasted their youth. You didn't get to travel the world. You didn't get to go to school because you are sit up here and trying to be in a relationship that really, you put all your eggs in one basket too soon, too young. She's not doing that to herself.
So
she's finding the cream of the crop.
Is the wasted of her 20s just all her fault? I mean, the man's fault, or is it her fault as well?
It's her fault. It's your fault as well. But like, I'm just saying.
So her bouncing around from nigga to nigga ain't a waste of time?
I mean, like you said, you have to get to know people, right? How's the only way to get to know people is to date? And the reason why I'm saying
Not necessarily.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because a large portion of my 20s, about until the time I was like 27, I was like, oh, you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be bouncing from guy to guy. And guess what? Got my time wasted.
That's bad that you're looking at it that way.
I don't talk to none.
It's
none
like
of
a
them are in
form
my
of
life
regret.
at all. It is a regret. It was a mistake. It was a fucking mistake.
That's a little.
And if there's certain situations, if I would have just like not been so like, he might come back to me or he might change his mind and just go to Miami.
So you was gullible?
No, I wasn't gullible. I was just too loyal.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There is when the loyalty is not returned.
You talking to someone who's been dealing with this shit for 34 years.
There's a such thing as being too loyal.
There is, but that's different though. I can't call you stupid. I can't call you dumb.
Imagine you ever dated somebody for a long time and then the next very person you dated them for just a fraction of the time, and in that fraction of the time it was just a much better relationship.
Yeah, for that fraction, and then after that that shit disappeared.
No, not even. I'm not even saying that it disappeared. It doesn't even have to disappear. I'm just saying you just spend so much time with somebody like, oh, they'll change. One day at a time. We're gonna figure this out, and then you just really come to a screeching halt, and you're like, you know what? It's not gonna work. The very next person you get with in 1 month, you're doing all the things with them that you tried to get this person to do with you for 5 years. Even if the relationship doesn't last 5, it just tells you that sometimes you're better kicking rocks.
There was a movie
and moving on to the next person. You can't change people. Mm-hmm. You can't mold nobody into who you want to be. Wake up and smell the coffee. This person is not who you want to be. This person is who you want to be with. This person doesn't measure up. And it's not to be mean. Nobody's being mean.
But that could be temporary. That's at that moment. Who knows? It takes 5, 10, 15, 20. Have you seen the movie not Temptation? Is it Temptation?
Yes.
With I can't
Which one, Taraji?
Yes. And she was with the nigga for long, married, all that shit. He was trying to invent some shit.
But that was her fault. That movie was her fault.
But that's exactly what you talk about.
I mean, I'm talking about
her family was telling her, leave this nigga, he ain't never gonna be shit. And the moment she leave that nigga, he blow the fuck up, and now she fucking resentful because the next bitch getting the reward that she's.
Oh, you talking about that acrimony?
When I watched that movie, I seen a man with a vision. I didn't see a nothing ass nigga. So that's why you don't listen. That's why you don't listen to bitter people. That's why you gotta think for yourself. I wasn't on Taraji P's side with that movie because I was like, you invested all this money in this nigga. You didn't put your mama's house up for this nigga. You better stick by your investment.
But truth be told, that goes back to.
But and she really didn't even want to leave him. She was listening to everybody else. That was not her first. Now, if it's your first mind to leave your dude, hey. But she was brainwashed by her bitter ass friends and her bitter ass sisters. They are the reason why she was in that situation because she didn't even want to divorce her husband. For real. And
that goes to the simple fact of the matter is people got to have tunnel vision when they know that's their people.
Right.
Their sisters.
Didn't know. That's not for them to know.
The sisters are pretty much a representation of now with social media. They see things, they're like, oh, well,
they were in miserable ass relationships.
He ain't got this, that, and third. They're not looking at the vision of him going, you know what I'm saying? Putting his head down and not giving up. Now look at him. He got up. He got out of divorce. He gave her $10 million. The deed to her mama house. Gave it all back. He gave her a sealed love letter.
But it wasn't what she could have had.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for her.
No. At one time, it was enough. It was her listening to everybody else on the outside what pushed her to that point.
Right.
Everybody on the outside is considered like society in today's age.
But let's reverse it because had they not broke up and had he not moved on, the next relationship is what brought him the plug. So had he
she brought him the plug before he even broke up with the wife.
The
plug was already set. The plug was
because he struggled.
It don't matter, but the plug, but the girl was the plug.
Yeah, but it was like, didn't they like walk? They told him no or something. They told him no.
Yes, but at the end of the day, she was the fucking door.
But the door got reopened after they rekindled.
Yeah, because he started fucking her.
Exactly, but he wouldn't have been fucking her if he was still.
You don't know that. You don't.
Well, that's not how the movie went. Okay, guys.
I know. I'm just saying.
He left his wife. He struggled.
Yeah.
They broke up. He was struggling. He was washing dishes. He was down on
begged
his
her not to go nowhere.
And he stumbled across her again. They recrossed paths, and at this time, I guess his cards were aligned, and it happened for him. So that also goes to show what I was just saying. Sometimes it ain't meant for that person, but that's why he came back. He's a good man. He came back and he gave her $10 million. He gave her an investment back plus more.
But it was more. But it wasn't about the money. The simple fact of the matter is that at one time at his low, he felt like she
was there.
You get what I'm trying to say? In his darkest hour. That's the reason why he gave her all those.
That's all men be wanting.
And that's just comp. That's like back end pay to him. You get what I'm trying to say? Granted, he could have gave her a lot more. But when a man, it's just like when a woman. When a woman says she's done, she goes off and make it happen. When a man says he's done, it's a different way. He writes everything off that woman did for him
and said, pays her back.
You get what I'm trying to say? It's not him throwing it in her face. No. He's just saying the simple fact of the matter is that you, like I said, in Copart about it, he still loved her to this day.
No, and I think that $10 million check was him because really he didn't have to give her shit for real.
Truth be told. So with that being said, the simple fact of the matter is all the time that he struggled and she was there, it's more of like, here, you're going to enjoy some of this luxury of what I got right now. You know what I'm saying? After all the years of putting up with my shit. You know what I'm saying? Most women would see it as like, damn, okay, maybe I did fuck up. Because at the end of the day, she got to reap from that. And then what she started doing? Started being spiteful, started doing certain things. She went to the boat to kill this man and old girl. Because for the simple fact of the matter is you allowed everybody else to dictate your happiness.
Right, but he wouldn't have went up with her though. He wouldn't have went up with her. She wasn't the one that sent him up. It was the other girl.
Like I said, but we can't.
The first wife helped him develop the product. The second wife is the one that gave him the plug. So it wasn't. He gave her. Look, hey,
I feel like the first one could have gave him the plug if she wasn't listening to the niggas that's on the outside.
True, I don't know.
Because she believed in him at first, and then again, what I was talking about earlier. She realized she was the provider, and not majority. 99.9% of women cannot handle that.
Boy, I would have took my $10 million and been on.
I'm talking about that though. In that moment,
resentment is a motherfucker.
In that moment, most women judge a man. If you going to work every day, let's not say he's going to work, but again, at the end of the day, if you paying the bills and you steady looking at your shit, and then you looking at this nigga, you're gonna have a problem. Most women do.
But remember too, she couldn't have babies because of him. Now, remember like that he took that from her too, like. He gave her all kind of sicknesses, or it was either he gave her sicknesses, or she got in that accident. No, I think you're talking about
a different. That's a different movie.
Wasn't it that movie?
You talking about Temptation. She caught the AIDS from the nigga that she was fucking with at work. She left her husband for the nigga that she was working with, and he ended up giving her AIDS. She was even stupider. Yeah, he ended up giving her AIDS.
What's always on the other side? The grass ain't green on the other side.
Yeah, it's not. You heard Chris Brown.
That's the reason why we stay where we stay.
Right.
Rock landscape.
And that's why you got to get to know people for real and really do digging before you just jump up.
Most motherfuckers don't though.
But digging, when you use the word digging, are you saying just as far as?
Oh, I got a question.
As far as what you need to know, or things that you will hope that you don't want to know?
Shit, both, everything. I want to know everything about the person I'm sleeping. But see, I'm not a judgmental person. So if I find out that you did something like kind of gross or whatever back in the day, I'm not, whatever, or embarrassing, like
Yeah,
whatever.
I was going to ask you that. Does a person's past matter? Because like a job, nigga, they go off your resume, which is your past. So does people's past matter?
Yes, actually, yes, it does.
I think it gives people a reason for them to maneuver how they want to maneuver if they come across something that's not up to their standard.
Yeah, see, Kata said I was right. She got into a crash and it messed her up. She couldn't have babies. But then again, that was her own fault because she crashed the car into the trailer on that movie. That's why she couldn't have babies.
She ran right to that motherfucker.
I don't remember that, but y'all possibly are right. Okay.
Yeah, and because of that, she couldn't have babies. But I mean, nobody told her that crazy either.
But you gotta understand, when emotions are high, she's going to blame everything on this man because it had something to do with him.
Yeah.
Facts.
But yeah, back to what you said, a person's past does matter, but I just think, just try to be, nobody's perfect. And as long as a person, you can tell a person has been on have you seen a line graph? And it goes like
a
this?
heartbeat, yes.
Like, as long as it's going up in a person, then I can deal with that. Like, if you're just stagnant or you're going down.
But how long is that stagnant line too long for you?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Because it takes people to grow.
Yeah, it takes time to grow. I don't know. I just think reasonable time.
Because men don't grow until they like 35, 40.
Quan, chill.
Yeah, Quan been on fire.
I was going to let him continue to cook, but relax. It's not
Quan?
that.
Quan. He be in the comments going off.
Oh, really?
I've been over here giggling because I'm like, Quan is fucking stupid, bro.
I got some words for Quan in a minute too. I got words for everybody since I've been gone.
Chantel and Friends. Ooh, new season. Oh, Shucky.
Get out.
Oh, Shucky, Ducky.
Get out. Wow.
Nah, for real though. But it's only I feel like I thought the time went further by than what it did, but it didn't.
Chantel and Friends, that'll be with Kata in Jamaica. So just know that'll be the female sister show.
Oh, there you go. It's not Know You Heard though. It's just Chantel and Friends.
Both of y'all can get up off this table. I don't know where y'all going with this. Everybody get out. Quan,
I think the past helps you understand how a person is scripted. That's not true though, because people can change from their past though. Like, shit, I'm one of them. Shit, I can speak. My past wasn't the prettiest, bro, but I'm not the nigga I used to be. That's for fact. Right. We're never the same person the next day. You can meet this person today. Tomorrow, I could be a whole different person.
Right.
You feel me?
I feel like your past is one thing. It's something always to keep in mind, but your past don't dictate the person that you are.
Nope.
'Cause me personally, I'll take myself as an example. I've done things that most motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, like fabricated and fantasize about, and that shit not cool.
Wouldn't
and
believe
I'm grinding to be better. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga eats people.
No,
Hannibal Lecter over
Shut
here.
Up. And the simple fact of the matter is, there are people out there that will be like, oh, well, you done this, so, I can't maneuver with you, or I can't do this. It's like, what? Like, so you are judging me off of my past, but yet again, you done everything under the sun.
Right.
But the simple fact of the matter is, I'm giving you a fair trial. So I will want the same in return.
Right.
But now these days, people do look off of people past like, damn, you did this, and this. Oh,
it adds character. I love character.
I mess with you, and that's the fucked up part, because a lot of people that are remolded from their past for a better future, them are actually rehabilitated people.
I mean, yeah, I
think so too.
so
There's a lot of people that have learned lessons from their past to make sure they don't, but there are a lot of people that are a revolving door of their past too, that will do the same thing over and over and over. And like I said, those are, when I see that, I think most people are narcissists when they do that, because they live in a fabricated world of their own, and everything is, you know what I'm saying, and everything is a repetitive
know the
cycle.
real definition of narcissist?
I call it, they're lost people.
Do you know the real definition of narcissist?
No, but that's my definition of it.
I'm going to look it up.
They are lost people.
Somebody who has an inflated sense of self, and they have no empathy.
No. They lack accountability.
Oh, they lack
everything. There's a reason for everything that they do, rather than taking the fault of them. It's a reason why they did what they did. It wasn't like, oh, well, you know what, I fucked up. It's like, hey, I did this because of this, and this. But nigga, you did it. Like, you started it. You indicated everything. You was the aggressor. You depending on the situation. They never.
I'm about to tell you right now.
I know a few of these motherfuckers.
It says
I know a lot of narcissists.
narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance.
Lost.
How does that make you lost? Now,
a God complex.
Now look at the definition of humble.
It's a low sense of self.
You know how people say, "Oh, that's a humble motherfucker."
Importance.
But that's really not a. It's not a compliment. So we calling people narcissists when it should be the other way around. Because narcissists are the ones with the low.
They're usually not important people, narcissists. But humble people usually are important people, but
they
don't
important.
carry themselves that way.
I feel like everybody's important. There's no label on
yeah,
nothing.
everybody's important if God created you. But you know what I'm saying? Like
you said, if God created you.
No, because God created you.
I wasn't creative. I wasn't creative. I was manufactured in a building. I'm a machine.
Yeah, this nigga here.
God didn't create me.
Terminator.
Sure, what are you?
He Terminator.
Test tube baby?
Ford
iRobot
factory.
over here.
You're a test tube baby?
I'm a car.
Fucking Wally over here.
Well, God created us all, I believe, and so if you made it to a living physical human being, then you're important. Either you're here to, or I don't know. We're all here. We're all here for importance, or we wouldn't be here. You ejaculate millions of sperm cells. And everyone here.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
What?
That was look at when
This
people,
just
when
went
women
left.
conceive,
Go ahead.
Look, when women conceive, being like when humans are born.
Yeah.
You are the one sperm cell that beat all the other sperm cells.
Yeah.
So out of millions of them.
And you say y'all life hard. We got to carry a million motherfuckers around every day.
Like in one ejaculation, there's millions. No, because you're saying you just said that like everybody's important, and that's true because it could have been a million other people that came to this earth, but it's you. A million other sets of DNA that could have came out of that situation, but it's you. You're here. You beat millions of other sperms to the egg.
Look at this nigga face.
I hope it makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. I'm just trying to figure out where that came from. That just came out of left field.
To you guys it did. To you guys it did.
No, I understand. It's not a bad thing. It was just what we were talking about. It just went like, did you know sperm?
From God to ejaculation.
God, you're so disgusting, bro.
Huh? Talk about we all got
you guys are sperm.
And you guys ejaculate a million times a day.
Sperm.
And they all race to one egg.
Oh shit.
What is this? Sex ed?
No, it can't be. We could be the new Dare.
No. We all failed him.
Sex ed.
We all failed him.
I know.
We all failed that line.
Who?
Sorry. We all failed that line.
Dare?
Yeah, you definitely fucked
I
up
didn't
too.
fail. Okay. I passed with flying colors. Fuck you mean?
Okay. You're right.
But then I don't know. I went to a CCDC fucking school.
I mean, you're right.
I mean CCSD. My bad. I said CCDC.
That's how they're gonna show you, inmate. You failed him right then and there. Stupid. Biggie, you just always put your foot in your mother.
Yeah. Same thing.
ICDC college.
Right down the street from it too.
For what?
CCDC. All you gotta do is go take the
fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna say the street we on. Take it down the way, and you right there.
Shit.
You ain't shit.
Who?
You.
I'm the shit.
Okay.
You heard. No, I'm trying to find Ice comment because I wanted to read what he said because he spoke some real shit.
Ice and Chloe is on.
Who's Ice?
Ice and Chloe.
Ice is Nye. If you see somebody in the comments named Nye, that's Ice. Yeah, Ice and Chloe been going back and forth.
Sequoia been giving her 2 cents on it too, even though she ain't shit, but she make valid points.
Damn, I don't know where the fuck this nigga. Ice, I don't know where your comment went, bro. I was really stuck on it and I was trying to read it, but that shit didn't disappear. But anyway.
Ice ain't shit, but you know why he ain't shit.
Who, Ice?
Yep. Because he's supposed to. Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. She sent me some more shit that what she wanted to talk about. Let me see what's up in here.
So,
because there was some good shit.
Being of what you said earlier, so you are a firm believer on making sure the man has everything equipped before even dealing with a person of your mindset.
I wouldn't say that. He doesn't have to have everything equipped. It's more so about his mind state and his mentality. It's more of a principle type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you work? Are you willing to work without a woman having to tell you to work?
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. It's not about the dollar amount because a man that's willing to work is just waiting to meet his opportunity. And who works every day, he's gonna meet his opportunity where that's gonna increase. But if you don't believe in working or you don't want to work, this is never gonna work out. because I'm not finna be telling you to go to work every day. I'm not finna be
What if
filling
Twitch
out
is
job
his job?
applications and doing all that so you can have a job. No, if you don't already have the mindset to do that, then I'll see you next lifetime.
What if playing video games is his job?
If he's making money doing it,
Bet.
if he's able
I
to
wasn't
provide
expecting
off of
that
it,
answer.
then
I'm not
I don't
gonna
have
lie.
nothing to say. You know, I'm a firm believer in taking your hobbies and making money off of them. But be making money off of them. Like, don't be pushing your family into destitution because you don't want to work, or be having a woman working 80 hours a week and then you still want to, I'm the man, I'm the king. No, that's not how it works. Look at the dynamic of a castle.
Keep going, spit your shit.
You know, like the king you have to be the leader. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you anything. You know, if you want to be on this pedestal, you want to be this high power person, that's fine. That's all women want that. But you have to give that. And a woman shouldn't have to tell you, because it always backfires on us when we do. It always backfires us when we try to help you build that. It just backfires. It backfires.
Maybe back then. I don't know about now, because that's what men are looking for.
It backfires. Like.
But men are looking for that now.
Yeah, of course they are. They're
Because-
looking for a bitch to build them up so that they can go and find the next bitch that they can actually
but what are
handle.
women doing? Wait a minute. But when
I hear
when
so
women
much
do
spite.
that,
I hear so much
man,
spite
listen,
that came
yeah.
out of
So
that.
she meant that. She said that shit from her chest.
It
No,
wasn't
you want to this you, and it's not even that they intentionally do it sometimes or that they're doing it maliciously. It's just that it breeds resentment in a relationship when a woman has to take care of a man. That man is going to resent her subconsciously. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not. I could. We got somebody in the motherfucking company right now that is going through exactly what the fuck we talk about, and they happily motherfucking ever after.
So you wouldn't be a little intimidated if you, I don't want to say this, if Angela Yee. You wouldn't be a little bit intimidated by Angela Yee if you got into a relationship with Angela Yee?
No, for what? Cause she make more money than me? Fuck no. Dick still
And she
driving
was
his
telling
car.
you how to build your platform, or trying to
No,
get
I'm
you
gonna.
there.
I want a woman that I could listen to that
mean-
got some insight to help me fucking get successful.
I mean, I
why?
think-
But okay, well, I'll say a lot of men are not like that.
And that's their problem.
They say most men are not like, they say they want that, and then when they get
I'm
a
cool with
high-powered
that.
woman,
I know that shit
you
don't
feel
bother
some
me.
type of way.
That shit don't bother me. Cause guess who's gonna reap the fucking rewards of when a nigga get to where he going? You.
Well, it's supposed to be. That's what they say.
Us.
That's what they say.
No, that's period though. I'm gonna look out for mine.
Until all these side bitches start
Nah,
popping up.
it don't matter. They just there for some pussy. I'm never gonna forget the bottom. They don't never get forgotten.
The bottom always gets
No,
forgotten.
the
What
fuck
you mean?
they do not. Hell to the no.
Cap. They're like cap.
No.
Does the bottom get forgotten?
No.
Does
no.
the bottom get forgotten? That
Fuck
is the
no.
question.
It
Does
ain't
the
cap.
bottom get forgotten?
It's not cap. No. The bottom don't get forgotten.
She might get the ring, but that's it.
Let's look at all these
She don't
fucking
get no
TV shows, all
affection.
these love and hip hops and all these. All the bitches is ugly, and I'm being real though. Like, and they niggas cheat, but they the bottom. You been here with me from a nigga was in
And
high
look
school.
how stupid them niggas make them look on
How
TV.
do they look stupid? That's not both of them stupid for getting on fucking TV doing that stupid shit. But I'm being real with you. Let's look at the situation as real.
She get left right where she at, the bottom.
No,
exactly.
not at all.
Exactly.
No, she does not. No, she don't. That's some niggas. I can't. I'm gonna speak for myself. If you down with a nigga if you with a nigga and you trying to lift me up while I'm down, get you for. I don't give a fuck if we don't work out. I'm still looking out for you.
You must not have been down too many times in life, huh?
Shit, yeah, too much, too many times.
I think
I don't believe it.
I think a lot of people cross-reference other things that got nothing to do with them into the relationships of who they dealing with. Mm-hmm. They got to stop doing that shit. Like, it doesn't matter what you see with somebody else, or where if y'all two motherfuckers create a game plan and what works for y'all. Don't listen to nobody else.
I
When
agree
you
with
listen to
that.
somebody else, you get lost in the wash, or what they
Especially
say,
if they
block-
single and you
or
in a
they block
relationship.
blessings. And that is a that's a low-key problem itself. People got to stop doing that. Quit cross-referencing what your homegirl's doing or what you see on social media, and find an avenue that works for you and that person. And I promise you, y'all longevity will be longevity rather than short-term comings with long-term longevity thoughts. Stop that shit. Everybody got to stop doing that shit. That's where a lot of people go wrong at when they dealing or they're seeing things that the next person is doing. I can't worry about what the next person doing. The next person,
mean, that's society,
situation-
period,
that's
though,
situation.
bro.
But
That's the world, period.
Again, that don't mean we have to follow that wave of society.
Yeah,
either.
no, of
But
course.
the thing about it is, it gets talked about so much that it becomes second nature. So when you see something, instead of you being like, okay, that got nothing to do with me, you make it about you. Because the moment that you feel on a defense of something, you're like, wait a minute. I can say that because you did that. That got nothing to do with you. That got nothing to do with what y'all got going on. People reach for the first thing when they get their back against rather their back get put against the wall. That's the first thing people go for. Stop being defensive.
I like what you did.
You can't be defensive off with the people that you deal with.
I like what you did there, motherfucker.
But yet again, what do I know? What do I know? I don't know nothing.
Nice, Fee.
I don't know nothing.
I said,
I don't know nothing.
I said money should never determine how submissive you are.
But it does.
Once again.
Exactly, it does.
Once again, once you make it just about the money, the relationships are already over. Facts.
It's not just about the money, though. It's not just
is.
about the money. But how do you expect
is.
How do you expect somebody to be submissive to nothing?
You're being submissive to the person. What I come with don't matter. You're being submissive to me, who I am. I come with.
It's really hard.
The
for
money
a woman
that
to be
I make
submissive when she has to work 40 to 80
the
hours.
money that I make shouldn't matter. You in this for me.
And it's not even about the money. It's, are you a leader?
Clearly, I am. If you're in the relationship with me already. Clearly.
But I mean, that some people just be in a relationship because they're lonely.
You can lead a horse to the water, but is the horse gonna drink it?
I don't know. I just don't feel like it's really hard to be submissive to somebody who you have to take care of. Like it's
okay.
Who you're taking care of.
So if a man, we're bred to take care of women.
Yeah.
So with that comes shut your ass up, cook, clean, do the clothes. I'll go fuck these 10, 15 other bitches. Because I got the statue to do that. Because I'm the breadwinner. I'm providing for you. I'm taking care of you. I'm doing all this shit. No, but I'm not saying that's
I am the what?
I'm not saying that that's wrong. That's
put the words
right.
across the screen. I am the breadwinner. That you said the magic word.
But I'm getting on your page. But I'm getting you shouldn't have that at all is what I'm saying. It shouldn't matter who the fuck the breadwinner is. That's why relationships don't fucking really work anymore. We know people from back in the day, they've been struggling together for 25 years before they made it to the fucking riches at 55 years of marriage. I guarantee you, she done dealt with Keisha, Pam, Angela, all this shit. But she with the nigga, she don't give a fuck about what he doing outside the house.
Gave a fuck.
No, she do, but it's crazy. Most women don't really give a fuck about that type shit because of what the nigga is bringing.
Exactly. You hear what you're saying? Because of what he's bringing.
I'm not speaking on money. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the nigga. It takes a lot for a woman to be secure with someone.
Okay, so what else? Okay, if you're cheating on me with a bunch of bitches.
Who says it's cheating?
You just said Pamela.
No, I'm saying,
Asha, whoever.
But I'm saying who says that it was cheating? They don't. Once you take that out of the relationship, you're not worried about it because that's all it is. It's like, oh my God, you fucked the next bitch. That's really what it is, though. Like. No, I'm being real with you. That's really what it is, though.
But I'm not.
Here comes a defensive statement.
What if? Okay, so then can she go mess with Jamal and Jacob? And Ryan?
Here we go. See, now you want to be like the nigga.
I said defensive statement.
Now you want to be like the nigga.
But she the bread. Okay,
but no, we're not. No, we're not. I'm talking about. I'm talking about as us because you're making it. You're automatically giving that man that power because he makes money. Those are most of them niggas are the niggas that ain't shit that all these bitches out here sobbing and woo-hooing over. Cause this nigga driving Bugattis, Maseratis, and all this other shit, but yet he got all these. You will never be the only one. And you're stupid enough to be okay with that because he's financially paying your bills. That's stupid as fuck. It's dumb. What? How did that speaks on your nature and who you are?
I will drive
Where's your backbone?
In my Maserati.
Fuck, see what I'm saying?
She bought me that
shit is backwards as fuck to me. I don't get it.
Because I would rather dry my eyes in my Maybach than to be drying my eyes.
So
in
you're
a
a materialistic person.
No, it's not a materialist.
Yes,
it's not about being materialist. About.
Would you cry your eyes out in a fucking Honda Civic?
No, I wouldn't cry my eyes out because
so material.
I wouldn't be with you.
Material.
If I'm driving a Honda Civic and I'm struggling to pay my car note for my Honda Civic, I wouldn't be with nobody who's cheating on me, so I wouldn't be crying.
Why? It doesn't matter. But a nigga can cheat on you if he's a millionaire. That shit's dumb. That's dumb as fuck.
I'm not saying that he can cheat on me. I'm not saying.
Yes, you are.
But it makes it a lot easier to stomach.
Oh my, that don't matter.
A nigga gonna cheat whether he's broke, rich, purple, blue. So it don't matter.
Then what the fuck are we talking about here?
You're gonna cheat regardless. You're gonna cheat. So if I can reach into your fucking wallet and take me and Kata on a shopping spree when you do the shit, then that'll be the reason why I'm not knocking your head.
Bro, get that shit yourself.
I can.
And then when a nigga come to you and suck everything up out of you, then what?
Exactly, but that's the thing. I got it.
Man, bro, I
got it.
You understand it? You understand where I'm going, though, bro? Like it makes
so
that shit makes no sense.
Then if I have to get it by myself,
that makes no sense. Then why the fuck do we need you if we can do it by ourselves? Break it down to me.
Each other?
Man, bro, this shit makes no sense.
It's terrible.
That shit because I don't.
And you see,
I'm speaking from the point because he know how I value women, bro. So you already know what I'm on, nigga.
It seems
that shit's
like
stupid to me.
Somebody said I'd rather cry in the islands than in the projects.
That's dumb as fuck. That's dumb. That's dumb.
So I should cry in the projects.
That's dumb.
See, but it's things like this that what normal people go through rather than finding a common ground.
A common ground. That's just stupid.
That's what I would rather.
But most women are materialistic. All you can do what the fuck you want to do, nigga. I'm in a Tesla.
Hold on, wait.
Fuck out of here.
Hold on. But I'm talking about from both ends. Like, y'all they stop doing it. It's conversations like this that happen on a regular where it's just a whole bunch of shouting and there's no point really being proved. It's just two motherfuckers yelling to the point they get tired and then they go their separate ways and then they go back into a regular norm rather than be like, hey, you know what, that conversation we had a few hours ago, let's figure out exactly why you feel the way that you feel.
Right.
And let's actually bring shit to the table and find something rather than being like, oh well, I'd rather cry my eyes out in this and men should be doing that. And niggas stopping that shit. That shit is
because the thing is
crazy.
Life is too short. Life is too short.
You about to make yourself sound I want
and most women want to be taken care of.
Wait. I want to hear this.
Life is too short.
I want to hear this. Life is too short.
I don't condone cheating at all. Let me make that clear. I'll leave you for cheating on me, period. Because I don't need you to take care of me. But what I'm saying is, for the average woman, life is too fucking short. So if you're gonna cheat anyways,
that's not true.
So if you're gonna cheat, I would rather be able to get up and go and do something to make myself feel better.
But you still can do that
on your dime.
No, for what?
You don't want me to leave, right?
Oh, listen.
Then stop fucking with other bitches then.
If you want to leave, then leave.
Stop fucking with other bitches
if you wanted to leave, you gonna tell a nigga with money to do that? No, you gonna be crying your eyes in the Maybach. Calling Kata. Girl, this nigga done did it again, but bitch, we had fucking Saks Fifth looking ass. No, that's dumb as fuck. So why are you even complaining about this shit if you know you ain't going nowhere?
He just fed you your whole situation back to you, and it's like,
listen, I know a lot of girls who are crying with nothing, okay?
So what? They cry because they love that nigga and ain't what he got.
You can still
it's
love the nigga that helps you out. Man. You still love him too. You still love him. It ain't about what he got all the way, but it's just about if you're gonna do me like that, if that's what you on, then it is what it is.
Then I need $1,000,
I need a rack or something. Like if I can't stop you from doing that, oh well.
Then move to the next nigga.
I'm just keeping it a buck.
Move to the next nigga.
Yeah, you heard that. Well, he was beaming. Well, no, he was scheming. I was beaming in his beamer, just scheming.
Gold digging.
It's not a gold digger. You're cheating on me.
Oh my God.
You're cheating on me, and I'm not a cheater. I'm not the type of bitch to open my legs to another man just because you did it.
Yeah, so but you're making it okay because he's giving you the money.
So which would you rather?
To condolence in your feelings.
But think about it if this was your wife. Would you rather your wife jump up and go fuck another nigga, or would you rather her just go buy her some new lipstick and?
I'd rather her come to me and tell me how she feels and see where we can stand. But you're still gonna do this shit. That's not true.
Toxic communication.
They said, "Come tell me how you feel, nigga. You still gonna cheat, bro."
That's not true. That is not true.
She said facts. The next nigga might be worse and have less.
Y'all two running.
So why am I gonna open my legs to a fucking bum and Rick's getting put out altogether, nigga? No, now I'm just.
I gotta hold on, bro.
Listen,
what's a bum?
That's what's gonna happen though.
But what's a bum? I want to ask a question.
Oh my God.
From what you've been through in life.
Somebody who has nothing and can't provide anything.
And you're just saying pretty much just out in the streets or
pretty much just axed out in life, and you know what I mean. So those don't exist.
Yeah, of course they do.
So don't act. Y'all homeboys right now. Probably some niggas in y'all group chat right now.
You're feeling
That you be like, damn,
feel
this
attacked?
nigga just won't get it together. But hey, that's the homie.
Do you feel attacked right now?
No, I don't feel attacked. I don't
No,
feel attacked at all.
I wouldn't. Honestly, all my niggas got their shit together. If I'm being honest, I can't think of one that ain't got his shit together as far as they wife go.
Exactly. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about Moolah, Skrilla, De Niro, Japer, that paper.
I never
so
heard Jay.
Ain't got it together.
Chantel.
Stop. Be real. Be honest. Be honest.
No one has it together at this time.
So you okay? You don't know. You don't have any homeboys who's pillar to post. They'll be like,
Wait, say that again. Say that shit again.
you ain't got no homeboys that's pillar to post. They'll be like, yeah, yo, big man, you know. It's just, man, you know, it's always
No,
a story.
no.
Okay, well, good for you.
I stop hanging around them type of
Good,
people.
exactly.
Because that's that negative energy. I don't need that.
It's
And if I have a friend that calls me like that, then they really in need. And me being who I am, I'm not gonna beat the nigga up. I'm gonna figure out a plan to get this nigga back on his motherfucking feet. Because that's what a real friend does.
I feel like
I'm gonna talk my shit at the same time. But
I feel like people that talk about people when they're down, like literally down.
But some
that really
people are
shows that you
always
care.
down.
I mean, and like you said, that and the cold part about in the fairness, you are
is that
right.
their fault?
Yes.
Some
of
to a
it- some
certain
of it-
extent.
yes.
Some
She-
people
she
just
has a-
can't
she has a
win.
valid point.
Some people just can't win
She
though.
has a valid point, but that shouldn't dictate the type of character that you are
Facts.
as well.
So just
No, I'm
because
just-
you're
I'm just-
down in
I'm just-
life.
No, like I said, you're missing the point of what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying for the simple fact of the matter is we do, and I'm gonna keep real. We all have a person. We may not be close to them, but we all got a person that's just fucked up. Like no matter what they do, no matter how they go about, it's fucked up. But you shouldn't take that or make that a situation that they got going on. You get what I'm trying to say? That shouldn't dictate the type of character that you are.
It
because
never will.
truth be
Share,
told-
share.
But like I'm saying, but truth be told, me hearing that just now, I'd have looked at you funny. Like,
It never will,
What do
but
you
I
mean?
don't have to date you though. I could be your
no,
friend.
and like I said, there's nothing wrong with platonic conversations. People think when you have conversations with people, oh, you're talking to this. No, sometimes people just conversate just to find what they, you know what I'm saying? What something about a person is about. You know what I'm saying? People do that shit and be like, oh, well, you know what? Can't talk to him because, or can't talk to her because she got this, that, and the third. No, fuck all that.
I mean,
But that
Most
I know
women can't
in the
cook or clean and do half the shit that they supposed to do in today's age, but they want to be taken care of.
I can.
And like I said, and if so,
Facts. I'll give you a round of applause. Thank you, Quan.
I'm applauding you because
Look,
some
when I
people
was a
can't.
little girl, I had to wash baseboards and scrub grout.
Okay, because you was you raised with both your parents? Mm-hmm. So your father made you do that? Exactly.
So he
that's why-
instilled. He
So
instilled
I
a lot
kind of
traits.
understand why your mindset is the way it is.
My parents are going through a divorce now, but they were married for 27 years.
Okay, so did
How
your
you feel
father-
about that?
Did your
I
father have
think I think it's terrible. I see why God doesn't want people. God
So you
is
think they should
against
stay
divorce.
together? Is what you're saying?
I mean, I think people need to do what makes them happy, but I do see why God says, work it out because it just takes it.
Sometimes
tears the family
breaking up,
apart.
it
It wasn't worth it. That you stood more to gain by staying together as family than being apart. You were weak. You were stronger together. You guys are both weak now, apart from each other. You guys were strong together.
now it was
But sometimes, hold on. Sometimes it hurts to let something go, but it actually creates a stronger being. That's
Right.
not always the
But-
case. That's not always the case.
yeah.
But like I said, truth be told, how many people know when to quit? Like if you're dealing with somebody, like how you said, if you're dealing with a bum or dealing with somebody that has less of you, but granted, you still see great in him, but everybody else is in your ear about you should do this, you should do that. Do you actually listen to them and let go, or do you continue to be
No, when
on?
it comes to marriage, you gotta turn to God.
No, I'm just talking.
Don't listen to nobody but God when it comes to your vows. And don't take advice from nobody who ain't been married, who ain't had kids.
Same
They
with
don't
a
know.
relationship,
Same
though.
with a relationship, but like marriage, we're talking about another level. Like and I'm, no.
you want to be married?
I do. It's not a. I'll be okay if I'm not married. Like it's because the generation I live in. But I wouldn't mind. I would like to be a wife.
But
Let
you
me
know,
ask you,
hold on.
go
But
ahead.
you know, marriage is full of ups and downs as well. Like I said, your man, your husband, probably won't have it all one day.
And that's
He
fine.
won't,
Husband.
But I'm just saying. But the simple
That
fact,
don't-
hold on. But for the simple fact of the matter is, people look at you look at marriage as an end goal.
Not in today's times.
Okay, because I was about to say if you'd have said yeah, I'd have been like, that's the start of something.
I
You
got
get what I'm trying
another
to say? A lot of people think the height of a person's life expectancy is to be married.
Nope.
It's not. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like-
if you find somebody worth marrying, then yes.
Would you marry
and
someone?
hold on, wait, and that's a plus. But the life expectancy is two people actually creating something that most motherfuckers won't actually even experience.
Right.
Truth be told, you may have 10 friends. Out of 10 friends, only 2 of them may have a successful marriage.
Right.
One may have a successful relationship with somebody or an extended relationship, but
Not
nobody
married.
actually in this day and age is going to experience the decades of being with one person and actually creating memories,
Right.
creating offspring, and actually their offspring know like, hey, mommy and daddy
And
held it
that's
down.
what I come from. So maybe if I give you guys a little more background on me, you understand why I say my parents are married. My dad, he's an entrepreneur. He's owned a barbershop for 30 years. Like, you know what I mean?
I
My
was
mom-
going to dig into that. I was
Yeah.
going to ask you, like, was there ever a time of you growing up that your father was down and your mama was?
Yes.
You have to speak on it.
Yes.
And
There
she
was a
stayed?
time. There was a time, actually, when I was about in the 9th grade, my dad's barbershop, it got shot up. And he lost a lot of business for a long time, but he was standing on his 210 as a man and didn't want to close his shop down. And he was like, nah, like, fuck that. I'm gonna put every last dollar I have back into my shop, even if I'm not making no money. And it was like that for a while. My mom, luckily, is a working woman, so she was able to help. But it did have a damper on their marriage. I think that was the beginning of the end, for real. That was the beginning of the end of their marriage.
Then that's selfishness on her part.
Yeah, I do believe I feel that way because it's like you said, for better, for worse. I used to be like, like, be grateful that you're in a position to still carry
To
your
even
family.
help him.
Yeah. But I think the fact my dad's pride as a man got in the way of the way he was treating my mother at the time. You know what I mean? You're upset with my mother because
Because you're down. He was taking what he was feeling out.
yeah,
on-
because you're
yeah.
down and she's the breadwinner right now. Now, not like she came home with a brand new Mustang.
Yeah, now I mean,
And-
that's gonna see.
Oh, he was mad.
He's gonna feel some
I
type
love
of
you,
way
Daddy.
because he's
I
so.
love you, Daddy, but you was mad. You
He's
was
gonna
mad.
feel some
He
type
was
of way
hating.
because he was so used to being. My bad, Quan, my bad. He was so used to being that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in the moment that he wasn't that, and she
didn't,
like.
I think what it was for him was she didn't give him the respect to, like, maybe ask him, like, or take
Yeah,
him.
you took it away. That
You
once
know what
y'all
I mean?
get that cocky shit, oh yeah, nigga, down.
But-
You can't tell me sit down, nigga.
But then your insecurity of not being able to help with the purchase of the car was why you were prolonging going with her to the car lot. So that's why she just said, fuck
so
it.
is he
I'm gonna
wrong
go-
for that?
Yes, bro.
How?
Because she wants to buy a car. We need a new car in the family. I'm not asking you to pay
Hold on,
for
let me
anything 'cause I know
pause,
you can't.
pause.
But if I'm giving you the respect, I want you to come with me so I don't get railroaded or
He
I want-
wanted to buy her that car,
But you
which is
can't- but he
why
couldn't.
he didn't.
But he couldn't.
So
and it's okay.
I
Because they were
honest-
already 20 years in at that point.
I kind of think that if she
He bought
knew
her
that
car
about
before.
him, I
He bought
kind
her
of
house. She
if
wasn't looking
knew-
at it like that.
But if she knew, clearly she was though.
She just wanted a new car. That's it.
I mean, sometimes you got to take the man's feelings into consideration.
I mean, true, but then that's another thing about where my parents' marriage went. I just think my mama didn't have enough respect for my dad in certain ways. But like when it came to those things, like being a little bit more considerate and compassionate to how a man is gonna feel about that. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I wouldn't have moved about it that way. I would have started an argument about you going to the car lot with me
if you were the man,
if I was the woman. Instead of just going and bringing a new car home and saying, nah, we would have been arguing about why you're not taking a day off of work to come with me to the car lot.
yeah, because that would have pissed you off because you care more about him. You care more about him going with you than the car.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because I don't want to hear this shit
See,
after.
that's-
I don't want to hear this shit
I
after.
get-
Like, you know what I mean? I have the money. It's in my purse. I'm not asking you to buy it. But your insecurity of not being able to provide the new car for me is what's keeping you from going with me to the car lot and making you.
Is he wrong for that though?
No, but get over it. That's not my fault. Get over it. You're not wrong. He's not wrong as a man. You're not wrong as a man for feeling some type of way about the fact that your wife is about to buy herself a new car. But oh well, bro. Be glad that your family is about to get a new car and your wife is able to do that. And just know that, hey, in 5 years I'm finna buy another car too. I'm gonna let her pick another one. I'm gonna let her trade this in and she gonna pick what she wanna pick because I just don't have it right now. And at the end of the day, I'm glad she's not leaving me and my kids hanging. So in 5 years, when my business pick up, I'm gonna take her to trade it in for a Benz. But that wasn't the mentality. If that would have been the mentality, they would have been all right.
True, and I think, like I said, most people aren't. No, go ahead. Talk.
Do
Talk.
you
That's the teamwork you're talking about.
the contradiction in that?
But if you feel some type of way as a man,
no, I'm saying men don't speak up. We don't show our emotions. But the moment we show our emotions, we're told to suck it up. Oh well. You get what I'm saying? Fuck it, nigga. Oh well, you feel how you feel. I can get the car. It is what it is. But At one point, does his feelings matter?
Yes, it does. They do matter but at what point does her feelings matter? My mama was riding around in a hot car and it wasn't fuck getting it fixed. I don't care. I have the money to buy me a new car. You can't do it. It's fine.
Everything seems like it was about your mother and not
it's
them.
fine. But I mean, maybe, but she wanted a new car. My mama worked really hard. My mom works hard. So she should be able to go buy herself a car. And I understand that as a man, you felt some type of way because you want to bring her home that new car. I get it. But if you can't do it, oh well. Be glad that she could. Because this ain't no boyfriend and girlfriend I'm talking about.
I get it.
Two people who are married who have damn near grown children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let her get the car and in the back of your mind saying, I'm going to get my baby a Benz in 5 years. I'm going to take that car and I'm going to trade it in for a Benz. Something better.
It sounds like they never had this type of conversation.
They didn't, and that's their downfall too. They didn't, that was their downfall.
And that's why the back and forth happens, because if they did have a conversation and somebody still felt some type of way, that's on that person, because you could express everything when the conversation was brought up or when the conversation was brought to the table.
Or this gonna be my car, my daughter's car when she turns 16, because I'm gonna make sure my wife is driving something else by then.
And that goes with actually having honest conversations. I think people fantasize even now these days of having these type of conversations, but when it's time to have these conversations or things happen, people are willing to deter the first moment they see something. And that's what's messed up now these days, because it's kind of hard for people to even envision marriage. Or I'm gonna tap in what Naj said, as far as a man see herself as a husband, or even a woman that sees herself as a wife in her single period. Because everything is so watered down, pissy now these days. People are not willing to understand and have those conversations for the better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They go into this relationship like, oh, everything's gonna be peaches and cream, and the moment something happens, instead of actually getting down to the root of it, one person deters.
Right.
Sweep it up under the rug. And most of that time,
but
then again, at the same time, I think too, when my dad's barbershop got shut up, he was not, he was just complacent and just making excuses for. And the thing is, I don't want to say he was making excuses, because he lost somebody really important to him. He lost one of his business partners. Yeah. So, he was probably really going through something mentally.
Grieving.
That I was only 15 at the time, so that I didn't really understand mental health and emotional health then. So he probably was really going through something. My mama probably could have been a little bit more compassionate to that, But I think he just got a little comfortable on my mom after that, and that made my mom unhappy. That's why I say it's going to make a woman unhappy, because that's not the marriage that she went into. My dad was a young dude with money. He was a young nigga with money and a vision. And then something bad happened, and as it for better or for worse.
She only saw the old nigga. You seen Power?
I mean? But I wouldn't even, it wasn't like she was, but I wouldn't even say that. My mom wasn't never like putting him down. I don't remember her talking crazy. My mom's not really a confrontational person. Yeah. So she wasn't really talking to him down or like anything. I just remember her I just feeling the irritation in her spirit and the tiredness in her spirit. Yeah. And him just kind of like not having an explanation and just kind of making it like, well, just do what you're going to do about it. And like, you know what I mean? And her asking, hey, what can you contribute this month? And him just, you know what I mean? Just mad about it. But see, me as a woman, I understand why he was like that. You're really mad because you can't provide. And you should be mad as a man. You should be mad that you can't pay the house note this month. But that's not how you treat your wife about it.
But
that's when it's time to go to marriage counseling and talk about it.
In that same sentence, it's going to be a run-on sentence with me, for you, is that's when both parties have to come together.
Exactly. That's when both parties have to come together and figure it out.
But the thing about it is, real talk, you are attacking
the
one side of the situation.
I'm
not jumping on you. I'm just talking about how
this goes back to when I said...
Wait, hold on. That's like how you're looking at it, though. You're envisioning both sides, but the way you're talking more from the female standard.
Well, I mean, I just feel when looking back on it, you should be mad and irate as a man if you can't provide. Yes, you should.
I shouldn't. Because now we're in a moment to where you got to be the 99% and I'm the one.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But as a man, just be glad that you have that safety net. Be glad that you have that safety. Be appreciative for the safety net. But you shouldn't. When you lose your bag as a man, you shouldn't just be like, oh.
No, I'm not saying you. Yeah. No. I'm not saying that at all. Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Well, I don't know how my kids are gonna get it.
But at the same time, you should be comforting me at the same time.
Be glad that the person you picked can cover your ass. And don't mistreat them because they're covering your ass. That's kind of how it felt like he was doing. You know what I mean? I remember that Christmas.
He took his anger out on the wrong person.
I remember that Christmas. He told me there was no Christmas presents under the tree, right? The year his barbershop got shut up. And I never experienced that. I always had Christmas presents. That was the only year I never got anything for Christmas. And instead of saying, hey guys, you know what happened this year? Like, I really can't buy y'all Christmas presents this year. You told me that I didn't deserve Christmas presents. Instead of just saying,
Did you?
I was a good kid. I got good grades. I didn't get in trouble in school. I was the least of a problem. For him to say that was very hurtful to me. You know what I mean? I was never really a materialistic kid to begin with. So for him to say, oh, y'all didn't deserve nothing anyways. No, to be real. You don't have no fucking money. Say that.
Sometimes it takes a lot. It's not easy to tell your kids that.
Well, find something else
he
to
chose
say.
the wrong. Yeah,
he
don't
definitely say that I don't deserve shit because
he
now,
definitely chose the wrong words.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah.
You know, making it seem like it's everybody else's fault. No, when realistically, my dad's not the type of person to just not buy his kids stuff for Christmas. I know why you didn't buy your kids nothing for Christmas. You didn't have no money.
I've been there a couple of
But the
times.
thing about it, the simple fact matter is you knew, but you still took what he said.
But don't talk to me like that. That's not my fault. So you guys are basically sitting up here saying, well, you knew the real reason, so get over it. No, Nick, don't tell me I didn't deserve
but
shit
what'd you
for
tell your
Christmas.
daddy just a second
If I
ago?
wanted to
She
say
bought
that,
a new
I would say it.
car. Get over it. Ain't that what you just said?
She definitely did. And Kwani's been shaking his head.
Ain't that
So,
what you just said?
Your verbiage, like I said, me personally, I can feel where you're coming from, but just how it's coming
Delivered,
out,
yeah.
it's just like,
Well,
this whole time, like, if you could see underneath, I've been giving you side eye, like, but it's not me thinking less of you.
Right.
It's just one of those situations where it's like, even what you said about your father, like, you knew what was going on. It'd be one thing if he told you this, you know what I'm saying?
But if my dad would have said, "Hey, I can't get you Christmas presents this year," and was vulnerable about it, I would have been like, "It's all right."
Let me ask you a question.
It's okay.
Because you understand.
but like-
if you had
Yeah,
it
but
for
you
so long-
already knew that,
But
so
to
why
say-
he got to say it if you
don't
already
come in here
knew?
talking about somebody didn't deserve nothing for Christmas.
But
That
if
was
you
where you were wrong,
already
brother.
knew the reason and you knew he was lying to your face,
But why- that's like
why
verbal
did it hurt
abuse.
you? Why did it hurt you if you already
That's
knew the
verbal
truth?
abuse. I was about 15 years old when he did this. I was about 15 or 16. Somebody just asked me that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I see. We up to date. Yeah, I got you.
So, I want to say the year before, I think I had got like a cell phone. So like the year before was a good Christmas.
Oh, so you going
But
off
she
of that.
wasn't materialistic.
No, but
But she wasn't materialistic.
I mean,
come
she's just keeping
on.
up with the wave now. All her friends got phones, so she got a phone.
man.
She
And
can
I
talk
went
them,
to
so,
school
I mean,
hiding the fact that my dad wasn't able to buy me nothing for Christmas because wasn't nobody finna get all in our business like that.
But the cool part about it is
But-
you don't have to hide nothing. If,
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, your father got something where a lot of your people didn't have. Your father had a business. How many of your friends had?
None of them.
Exactly. So fuck you, bitch.
shying
Yeah, I
away
didn't
from
get gifts
something,
this Christmas,
truth be
but
told, I
hello.
think
And
if
the next
having a
year, you know what he did? You know what he did the next year?
What?
He slanged a bunch of turkeys on Thanksgiving. He roasted like 20 turkeys and sold them because he's a barber, so he knows a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know,
Did
guys
the
are
right
familiar
thing to
with
do, gave it back to
California?
you.
And then the very next year he said, "You're like a goofball." The very next year, I would never just not buy my kids nothing for Christmas. I was like,
I mean, truth be told, but you know exactly what he said before. You get what
Yeah,
I'm
there
trying
was
to say?
truth
So-
to that though.
I mean, yeah, but that's
I
not
would
what
never
you said,
not
though.
if I in this position. I would never not
No,
buy
but he
my
said,
kids.
but see, I know he must have felt terrible that Christmas.
He did
So
clearly.
that's why the next year
She evil,
you
bro.
went, you found you some food stamps.
Toxic.
You
Toxic as
grilled you up
fuck.
some turkeys and you had some money for Christmas. Nigga, we had
Have you
heat
talked to
coats
him
and
about this
shit.
situation?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have. He
So
said
is that
I
like
didn't
cleared
say
up?
that.
Oh, so he doesn't.
He says he didn't say that, but I remember it like
Yeah,
it was
of course.
yesterday.
You're 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
No,
like,
for
all
real,
right.
that's traumatic
But
for a
I
15-year-old.
knew what he had went through, so I was like, I wasn't really judging him. I just wish he wouldn't have said that,
But he
But-
was obviously, I mean, that's traumatic for a guy to go through that.
Yeah.
Like if I lost my that happened to me. I had my studio in my house. I got evicted. This is about 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got evicted, had my girl and my daughter in the house. Like we got evicted, had to go separate ways. And it's still separate from that time, you know what I'm saying? But like from that, I've built what I have here. So like now I can see like the blessing from it. But at that time, that was like the worst depression of my life.
Right.
For that 6 months, thinking like I went from having stuff like a house, a studio in the house to nothing, like a studio equipment sitting in the corner of my mom's garage, not knowing like how I'm gonna like bounce back from this.
Right.
So the things I said to people and did to people
Was probably fucked up,
me
huh?
deflecting like not knowing how to handle my emotions and my depression that I'm going through. So even with him and your mom, it's like, yeah, he's treating her a certain way because he doesn't know how to deal with his emotions because he never expected this to happen.
Right.
So your mom probably could have handled that way different too, to be like, look, I understand you don't know how to deal with this. Let me be strong in this time, because when we're weak, which men are rarely have those weak moments that we show,
but when we
need
do,
our woman to be strong in that.
Right.
Like,
I think that's where my mom
1%.
fell short. Her attitude about it
but
was
when we do,
terrible.
When we do, most of the time they don't deliver that. 9 times out of 10 we kick when we down, when we fucking weak and clearly showing signs that we need fucking help.
Yeah.
Like, baby, help me. Like, I don't know how to say it. It's hard for me to say it. I can't say it because I'm a man and we're
we got pride.
We're built to not speak out like, nigga, I need help.
Right.
And
I get it.
women know when a nigga need help, but instead of like low key, I think she should have handled that. I don't think she should have never went and got the car. That's just my opinion. I feel like they could have did something else. She could have saved that money or did something else to help him get back to him. You understand
I
what
agree.
I'm saying? Because him not being him, your house started falling a fucking apart because he was the backbone to the family.
Right.
And instead of everyone kind of picking it up, you picked it up early. You knew why your daddy was acting like that.
Right.
Because you had that relationship with him.
Right.
You saw from the outside looking in like, oh no, my daddy just act like this because this nigga broke.
Right.
He ain't used to it. But this is the reason. But at the same time, you were contradicting like, nigga, suck it up, nigga.
Don't you ever fix your lips to tell me I didn't deserve shit for Christmas. You could have gave me a fucking card.
You would have been appreciative of that? I don't
Toxic.
know.
It's toxic.
I'm a different type of I'm a different type of contrary to how it probably come off to y'all. I'm very compassionate.
Yeah.
And I understand that things are not perfect. I understand people do fall off sometimes, but it's how you conduct yourself in those moments. Like, don't make it seem like it's somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
But
what if he don't know? That's his deflection.
But
the
that
depression.
doesn't mean it's okay. That means you need to go to therapy.
No, we're not saying it's okay. But if your man is doing this, how are you going to heal your man? How are you going to help him mentally?
Okay, let me think. Let me put myself in the situation.
I was hoping that you did it
If
from the get-go.
my husband's barbershop got shot up and
No, we're not. I'm not
What we
speaking.
talking about?
I'm in general. Your man is down. He's vulnerable. He's weak.
I'm gonna be there for him. I'm
depressed.
gonna help him after, but this is only after. It depends on what stage of a relationship you're in.
That shouldn't matter.
Marriage.
No, marriage.
Oh,
Yeah,
marriage.
marriage.
We're talking
Okay,
about marriage,
we're talking
okay.
about marriage. Like, long term, yes. If that's the case, because for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, that's what you signed up for.
But people don't
So
actually understand.
Do
what-
most people get married before or after they experience all seasons with a person?
I think they get married after, but you're supposed to experience all seasons first. That's where people fuck up too.
You mean
You're
they get
supposed
married
to,
before?
Yeah, before. Yeah. And that's where they mess up. You're supposed to experience people in feast and famine.
So, with
See how they
that
act.
being said, do you act like a wife before you a wife?
To an extent.
That there should be an
To an
extent.
extent, no, to an extent, because at the end of the day, you are still single until you're married.
That-
but I do think you should give a man a test trial of what you're capable of as a wife. Like, for instance, know that I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I know how to handle things, I know how to go to work, I know how to pay bills, I know how to do everything a wife does. But I'm not finna you're not obligated to that treatment for me though until I become your wife.
But it's what you just said are just should be common traits on both ends. Like what
And a man
what I
too. A
wanna hear
man
is,
should
like,
be able to show that he's capable of providing.
Absolutely.
You don't have to. Now,
But
does that
it's-
mean
but
pay
it's
her rent every
deeper.
month? No,
No.
but know that he
But
could.
it's deeper than that.
You
Like,
also got to show that if I'm down, you got my back. You
Right,
ain't
that
gotta
part. You
beat me
gotta
up.
show these character traits in you
Yes.
first, but that doesn't mean that you're obligated to them until you say I do.
most people don't know how to pour into each other. People are scared to fill a cup.
Fuck are you, the love doctor
Shut up.
tonight?
Most people don't know how to pour. And I've been in my thoughts lately.
No, you good, bro.
Most people don't know how to pour into their person's cup because they feel like they're going to lose,
Right.
or they're going to overfill it to the point they
Spit
have
that
nothing
shit,
left.
Fees. Let's go.
If I really mess with you, right? Real shit. I'm not a person that have everything, or a person that don't have everything all the time. But if I'm going to pour into a person, that person's going to know I'm pouring into them.
Right.
And I'm going to pour on my own terms at my own pace.
Exactly.
The point that matter is the cup will be filled, but I won't lose nothing because I have nothing to lose if this is my person.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Damn, Fees, you
but-
on fire.
But in the same sense, Now these days, that shit is out the window. People are afraid to be looked at a certain way, or you get around people. There's not a person around me right now that if I come to them on some serious shit about something, they're going to look at me weird. If they do, I need to get the fuck away from them. But I have a distinctive group of people which are they're a little fucked up in the head, comedy wise. But we got to like going to people that have your greater interests helps a lot of things.
Facts.
As well. But people don't have that now these days. They're like fuck him or fuck her.
Or judgmental. You don't know where somebody
she
coming
just
from.
using you for this, or he just, you know what I'm saying? Rather than being like, hey, y'all figure this shit out and get to where I know y'all can be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case no more. But everybody wants to be a wife. Everybody wants to be a husband, but don't know what the good
for
fight
all
is.
the wrong reasons, though. I don't think none of it's for the right reasons, bro.
Listen, nobody wants to fight the good fight. And what I mean by that, people don't want to fight the good fight of when you have it or when you don't have it.
Yep, niggas don't want to struggle together.
Or when a woman is going through certain things, babe, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah.
You don't like your job? Quit.
But women got to learn to speak up too, though.
I'm gonna go a little deeper. You want to go to school? I got us. Just like vice versa, honey. I'm working to become a police officer or a firefighter or something like that. It's a little tight. I just need you to roll with me. Don't worry, hubby. I got you. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to have them conversations. They just want to be like, okay, so you're telling me you can't do that? Say that. Well, I was hoping to have an honest conversation with you, but that's when people become retainful and don't say nothing. That's when the relationships go on a downcline because now nobody wants to talk. Everybody feel like they're being judged, et cetera, et cetera.
Walking on eggshells.
All this toxic shit is coming because the first moment something come about, you know what? You wasn't my person to begin with.
Right.
But truth be told, you just didn't want to fight the good fight with me.
Right. I'm a person who's willing to fight the good fight.
Are you? Till a nigga with $1 million comes.
No, it's not even that. It's not $1 million.
I'm just talking shit, Chantal. You good. You good. I'm just talking shit.
Listen, when the bills is due, is you gonna do something and try to get up and go get it, or are you just gonna look at me
now, what if I get something, a portion of it, but not the whole thing? Then
okay,
what?
well, get something. That's all I'm saying because there's so many out here who ain't getting nothing.
Say that.
So many men out
here.
Say
something, not
who
everything.
is just so content with
sitting on the couch.
The woman just figuring it out. That's not cool with me.
Now, what if you're not figuring it out by yourself? I just ain't got no money.
I mean, I guess that's half the battle. But let's be real. Like, you can't. Money makes the world go round. You know.
But that's a lot of the reasons why relationships don't work. Lack of communication and money. Because.
But without finance, there's no romance. So.
That's not true.
Do you think without finance, there's romance? You can have a romance without finance.
You definitely can have. Yes.
I've been broke.
How many free dates you been on?
We're broke before, and yeah.
I feel like that. I feel like
there's tension, but
exactly.
it's definitely possible.
But
I see these homeless people back here with always got a partner. You know what I'm saying?
Look, if you're okay with living on the streets, then hey, maybe you would have a different outlook on that.
I be driving around sometimes jealous, like, how'd this dude get a girl?
People think I'm a gold digger. Hearing me talk, but I'm really not a gold digger. I'm not a gold digger at all.
Hey, you ain't lying though, Quad. For real though, for real. These two struggling motherfuckers is on the corner kissing in love, smiling, talking about the world. Dirty as a motherfucker, but they in love.
Just in love.
In love, nigga.
Shooting up heroin just
in love.
Shooting up heroin, mentally unstable, okay?
How does that make you mentally unstable? They know what the fuck they doing.
Shooting up heroin, you're mentally
unstable. They know what they're doing.
You're sick.
Oh. So is someone that smoke weed sick?
No. Heroin and how dare you compare weed and heroin?
I'm speaking in general.
They're both drugs.
I'm speaking in general.
No, I don't think it's the same thing.
So you on Molly or ecstasy, does that make you mentally?
A little, depending on how much you're doing it.
But women are mentally ill anyway. They don't need drugs.
She's telling she ain't got shit.
The comments is about to go
I've
up.
never done drugs. So.
No, he said women are mentally ill in general.
So LA, look, a lot of them are. So are a lot of men.
There's a few of them in here that I'm looking at in the comments that I know that are unstable. There's a few, but you know, I got respect for them.
Yeah, we know that already, Wisdom. You ain't have to tell me that, nigga. I knew that already. I was just, being a dick.
Wisdom needs to get these homeless people from stealing my cameras.
Wiz, you heard that? We need you.
Hey, his people. It took six of his people to take down one little 5'6" Mexican dude the other day at my studio. Outside the studio, not at my studio.
Going to jail.
He said 6 of his people.
Come on, Metro.
Going to jail. Straight to jail.
Listen, 2 cops had to do. They couldn't cuff him, right? So they called for backup. 2 females come running up. You know, they weren't going to help much. So they had to get 2 dudes. So it's like 6 people total. 4 dudes and 2 female cops. That's a different story. Females.
They should just whipped his ass. Just get it over with.
They didn't know how to take him down.
At that point, if you got 6 officers and you can't take one, get the whooping ass.
It took 6 to get him down, but yeah.
Exactly. Get the mason, tasing, something.
He said because they not trying to hurt nobody.
Okay. 6
He was
officers.
black, they would have shot him, Justin.
Say it again, Quan. Racist.
We know that ain't true. But in Vegas anyway.
North Las Vegas is, but my bad.
We not in North, so we could.
No, North Las Vegas. I don't even feel safe in North Las Vegas around cops.
That's crazy.
Me neither.
I got pulled over more times there just for like driving. Like I didn't even do anything. What did I do, officer? You drove.
You came outside.
You're black, Quan.
I'm still paying the ticket now off in
North
North
Carolina. Officer, I stole this from a black guy. He lets me go. He's like, you're good.
See, that's that bullshit. You know what? Cut the show already. Cut the fucking show.
The white privilege.
He's not white.
I'll use my white privilege.
Well, I'm black.
We know he's black.
Privilege. I'll turn into Mark Smith when I get pulled over. Turn on K-Dawn.
All right.
When the thunder rolls.
Okay. All right. All right.
Brooks
All right.
Turn
All
my
right.
hip hop off. Got Garth playing.
Quad on fire tonight, bro.
I need to start charging for this comedy. It's like free stand-up comedy. I can't give it to you.
Clearly.
Anyway, Chantel,
Yeah.
what were you thinking?
It's another topic we had in mind.
Let me get to that. Yeah, we got a little bit of time left. That conversation was just so good though. It went so many ways. I mean, which one you want to touch on? You want me to read them
what's
all?
going on in her head there.
All right, I'm gonna read them all, and you pick.
She's still thinking about stuff,
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
She's still.
I'm looking at her. It's like in her head, she's just like,
know your face.
I want to change the subject now.
Your friends probably know your face gives your emotions.
I'm going to
away.
name all the
I'm trying to
ones
learn how to not do that.
that you read to me,
It's all
or
over
you
your
sent
face.
me.
that's what I'm reading.
face
Oh,
is
let's talk
talking.
about this one.
I'm reading the fuck out of her.
If a man fly you out, are you obligated to fuck? Let's talk about that.
I'll let y'all go first. Go ahead.
You go first, Fees. You fly a female out.
To Miami.
Is she obligated to
Miami.
slurp and burp or what?
This can go several different ways. This shit is ugly.
Real shit though. Not out.
I
No,
mean,
I don't.
no,
Not to
I
Miami.
mean-
I'm like you here in Vegas, and you fly a female out here. Is she obligated to fuck?
I mean, if the expectations is there, it's just common sense. Truth be told, like we can be
grown.
We can be soft about this and be like, it can be she can really be flying out for other different avenues. But if y'all been talking and y'all been exchanging, you know what I'm saying, that type of energy, come on now, it's only common sense that the moment that you come out here, I'm about to try to knock your head between the dry.
Somebody's rocking the
No, dead ass serious. Like I'm going to dent your head with
So
my
she's
drive.
obligated.
Like I said, if y'all are on that time.
Depends on that relationship.
But truth be told,
But ain't no man flying no woman out nowhere who.
That's not true. It's not true.
Who what? She didn't finish her.
I already knew what she was gonna say. Who ain't fucking?
I didn't. Go ahead. And say it.
Look, I'm in agreement with him. So I think that what type of bitch is finna get herself on a plane, especially one that's gonna go live and can't get herself home after
99%.
and thinking that she wasn't finna have to do something strange or you know what I mean? Like I don't understand that. Like
wait,
like
is
I
it
said, we're
strange?
grown.
Wait.
Strange.
It's strange because y'all had a conversation, y'all been exchanging that type of energy, and I'm pretty sure both of y'all too. What's I said? They're grown.
Is she
grown
obligated
asses.
by technical terms?
she's
No,
not.
she's
She's
not.
not
But come
obligated at
on,
all.
what type of bitch are you to fucking get on a plane and go somewhere and think that's not what's finna be what it is? Like, what type of woman are you? You're childish. You know, that's childish to me. Like you said, we're grown.
But then you see that, like, but then we can.
you
let's go
know
to
what
social-
energy you was exchanging
Right.
in the messages
But then
and how
you go
you
to
was
social,
talking.
you go to social media when somebody does feel some type of way, that it's a man or a woman, And then what's the first thing they do? They record, oh, this woman don't want to give me this because this, that, and the third. And her in defense would be like, well, nigga, you knew what it was and this, that, and third. But if we bring up the receipts, what people like to say, y'all know both y'all was in them comments talking about what y'all gonna do when y'all see each other.
Radine said women do that.
And shut up, Radine. I don't even hush. But it's just like they have that conversation, but the moment something isn't to a person's standards, now that person get, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That person gets
And
lynched.
don't
But
get me wrong.
it's a jump up. It's a 50-50 because it can go either way in that situation.
But see, this is the thing. Don't get me wrong. You might get there, and then you're just something about that person. Just
Yeah, of
turns you
course,
off.
the energy. Yep,
You know what I mean?
yep,
But don't get on live and be trying to bash somebody and make somebody seem like they're a type of way. You didn't even have the money to get yourself home. Why would you take yourself somewhere and you can't get home, sis? That's where you went wrong. Number one is going somewhere in
I
the
just
first
told that
place
to one of my ex homegirls.
without having a way home, knowing that this man is interested in you like that. And you should know that it
Facts.
could go wrong.
Facts.
He could be a catfish.
Facts. Homegirl gonna call me at the airport. Biggs.
You flew somebody out to get some
No,
cheeks?
listen to me. Biggs,
strange.
I need a ride home.
Something strange.
From where? I'm at the airport. Why you at the airport? I just got back from California. Somebody flew you out there? Yeah. So the nigga didn't give you no money to make sure you got home? Or better question is, you didn't have no money in your pocket to make sure you get home? Why the fuck is you calling me?
Right.
After you just came back from your little hocation, you want to call me Biggs?
It's
I
crazy.
need a way home. So that nigga didn't throw you $30, $40 to catch an Uber home?
Right, or he won't send it when he can, you could do it. You could do it remotely.
Nigga, he could do it from the crib. Nigga, he all the way in Cali. He call you one right, motherfucker. Just get a nigga your location.
Or you didn't have $40 of your own.
Right, that part.
That's what I'm saying. Or that
No,
too.
you need a deposit. Deposit.
I think,
I ain't done
listen,
with you,
is she
Quan.
obligated? Nah, but I mean, I just think it's real childish to go somewhere with that type of energy and think that, I ain't
finna get this nigga
Don't
no.
take his money.
Yeah.
Don't take his plane ticket.
Your best friend said she fucking.
Oh, I know she is.
Freaky ass house.
She ain't finna waste her motherfucking time.
She wants
done
somebody-
flew, nigga. You done flew her all the way out there, nigga. You might get something at the motherfucking airport terminal,
She wants
nigga.
somebody to lick her whole head.
The pilot will get some.
Hocation. That's what kids say. Hocation.
The pilot and the steward is on the way there, nigga. Fuck you, me.
I did say that, Sequoia, but somebody definitely gonna
She
lick that
finna go
scalp.
watch her say period. Watch, nigga. I know her.
Somebody gonna lick the fuck out of that scalp.
Oh fuck. Well, let's go to the next one.
Next caller looking at us.
This one was a good one too. Effects of fathers' encouragement of sex in young men. They son, pretty much. You got a son. You know how most men is. If my little nigga fucking these niggas get hyped up, they build it up. That we give it all that energy.
What does that create?
Like, what does that create? I like that question.
And I'll tell you where this dawned on me at, right? And I know somebody who has like baby mama drama, right? Because they had a kid young. And then they kind of knock their younger sibling for not being that way, not being worried about. Not that he gives gay vibes or anything, but he's just not worried about women.
Yeah, he worried about his. He's tucked in himself. He's in touch with himself. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Young 18-year-old. You know what I mean? That's how that question
Get out, Quan.
posed me. And I'm like, that's how, when you, he ain't gonna know how to talk to women. He not gonna even know how to get a girlfriend. He's 18 going on 19. In my mind, I'm like, what's the problem with that? Like, realistically, from the grown person's perspective.
Let him enjoy his childhood.
Let him become, if he don't want to start looking at women until he's 23, 24, 25, let him, because at that age, he can make a more sound decision. That's why he's not going to be running around with a bunch of baby mama drama. And a bunch of little kids that
when he
can't
tastes that
raise.
twat, though.
Right, you
It
know what I
might
mean?
be over.
Like,
That was your ass. That
I'm
was
not
your
knocking
little freaky
anybody.
ass.
I'm not knocking anybody who's sexually active younger or has the kid younger, but like for fathers to encourage that in their sons, it's like, okay, well, don't be mad when your son has terrible baby mama situations.
Look at me.
And
Look at me.
his family dynamic is fucked up.
Mira. Look.
Mira.
Him.
Is that you?
Yes, it's him. Him.
Because you thought it was cute to champion your son to go look at that stripper.
He was nasty. He was fucking
We
at
ain't
like
talking
9.
about my kids.
He was
talking
No,
fucking
about
I'm just talking.
Who
We're
was?
talking about the question was fathers encouraging it, but you thought it was cute to encourage your son to look at bitches. Like now he has problems with these bitches.
Most kids silo themselves at an age. So when you was talking about a kid that's in tune, or you said a kid that's in tune with themselves, most kids find something that they're comfortable with and cut everything else off. Nothing else matters. So it's like we'll use the gamer kids that just be really focused on
That's
gaming.
how it was.
They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about women. They don't care about when they get around women. They probably get a little awkward, but
That's
they
how I
haven't
was.
been.
It's
they
okay
haven't
though
been
because
coached
you're
to it,
gonna
and
keep
that's
living.
okay.
Keep
That's
living.
how I
By the
was.
time you're 30, it's probably going to feel different.
But the thing about it is, when most kids silo themselves or focus on one thing, they do get perceived as maybe they may be a little off or a little flamboyant
definitely
or,
was that.
or we use the word gay. But truth be told, that kid has just found something that works for him, and he's not worried or she's not worried
Right.
about nothing else. But the thing
Facts.
about it is how, and we always talk about society, they make it seem like when kids have to be active at a certain age in all aspects. No, they don't.
Women got to be
Let
on
them
here
let them
shaking
figure
ass.
out what they need to do in life and just support it.
Right.
But that comes off a certain way. So when you was like, oh man, my little nigga gonna be no.
This also can go to women and how they do with their daughters, though. Because a lot of women live their childhood through their daughters.
Yeah, but I don't think sex is so far pushed on women the way it is on men.
What?
Like, not from their parent.
Where else is from?
Like, I mean, like, you won't verbatimly catch a mom. Well, I mean, I don't know. It
yeah.
depends on the quality of the mother, I
I'm
guess.
trying to wait
but-
for you to say where you was going with this, because
I mean, but no, I think women are just as women are more coerced to keep their legs closed than men. Like the standard, women are like, yo, you shouldn't be doing that.
in
But men-
2023?
Well, I mean, maybe not, but I'm talking about the societal standard. Like, to be acceptable, and you, as a woman, you should keep your legs closed. But that standard is not the
societal
same for men.
standpoint.
That shit has changed.
Well, they're not abiding by it anymore, but
Yeah,
it's
because
still
if
kind
the
of like.
nigga throwing me a band, he can get the twat. That's what it is now.
Well, in Vegas,
You
I
paying
wasn't
for my
raised in Vegas.
You paying for my views? I got you. You subscribe to the channel? I got you.
Yeah, in Vegas. Are you from Vegas?
No, fuck no.
Where
I'm
you
from
from?
Maryland.
Oh, okay.
But he been staying here, so he's from
How
Shut
long
the
you been
fuck
here?
up. I'm not from
over
here.
a decade. He been here for damn 20 years,
I have been here almost.
How old are you?
34.
Okay.
and he been here for
So
about
you've been here
2
since you
decades.
were like 20.
No,
Fuck
since
no.
like 13, 14.
So that makes
On
him,
and off though.
Okay.
but that still make him.
I've been here since I was 18. So I didn't grow
So,
up out here.
You grew up out here. How old
In
are you now?
California, 29.
You're damn near almost grew up out here. You've been here 11 years.
Yeah, but I came
Nigga,
out
you
here.
been
I've
here longer
I know.
than her, so you from
But
here.
I,
But
didn't,
also-
I didn't have a childhood here, though.
Shut up.
My childhood was spent in California, in Southern California.
Okay. So, fuck you, Sequoia. I'm not from here.
You
I will
are.
never be from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
My kids, unfortunately, are from here, but
And
I'm
you're
not
from here too.
Yeah, exactly, Sequoia. I came out here grown. My mind was kind of already shaped when I came out here. I came out here to actually go to college, and I just never left.
So out of the million colleges in California, you choose here. No, I'm asking a legitimate
It
question.
was a technical decision, really and truthfully.
But
It wasn't
women-
my first choice.
to go back to your question, women
Mm.
do the same thing with their daughters, though.
I don't know. I don't really
Not
know.
sexually wise. They do it sexually, but it's more so body wise, twerking, shaking ass,
Maybe that,
doing all
yeah,
this
they're
shit,
set bad
getting
examples.
these piercings and nails
From the-
done at 12 and all
From the
that other
outside looking
shit.
at, I think women now these days try to be more conscious with their daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, don't be doing that. Don't be
Right.
doing this because I used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or there are a lot of women that's hard on their daughters because they grew up in a society where, just keep it real, we know what house parties was. We know
Right.
what certain things. So most women are more adamant with their daughters, and it creates more friction than a man with his daughter because, truth be told, a man can't teach a woman how to be a woman. Only
Right.
a woman can teach a woman how to be a woman. You get what I'm trying to say? Just like how the vice versa with a man. So I think women are, in this day and age, they're definitely a lot more harder. Like, hey, what? Get over here.
I don't
before
know about
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
I think it's the other way around, brother. I think it's the other way around. Parents, there's so much soft parenting going on
Still a
right
whole
now.
lot
But
of
I'm just,
soft-parenting.
but when we break down both genders, I think in this day and age, women are more harder with their daughters.
I don't
because
think so.
Okay.
Because women are the one that's going to get pregnant, and the family.
Yes,
the
I
woman's
think
family
back
gotta
then
take
women
care
were
of it.
more women. I think back then women were more harder on their daughters back then than they are now. That's why a lot of women and daughters fought more back then.
No, I think
They
this-
I just
bumping
feel like when it
heads
comes
and all
to
that other
sex
shit.
And your kids, you should just let them discover it on their own.
So you
And-
don't think there's an age to?
Well,
because you can tell when they like
yes, but
get
what can
curious.
you do? What can you do if you're not there? You're not with your kid all the time. You can't stop
Of
them
course.
from having sex.
Of course.
So I feel like the best thing you can do as a parent is maybe kind of just educate them on how to take care of themselves, but don't force it on them. Like we was having a conversation about how Blueface was like, "Oh, son, are you gay?" It's cheeks clapping in the room. Are you gay? Like, why are you talking to a little kid like that?
I mean, but you gotta look at how he grew up too.
But so, fuck
I
how
mean,
you grew up.
It's truth be told, you're right. But if you're not willing to break that cycle as a person, then you're just as worse as the person.
But don't
that raised
encourage
you.
that in your son, because now when he's addicted to sex at 16,
again,
and you have a bunch of grandkids that you didn't want.
Again, but if Blueface is not willing to break that cycle for himself, for his son, then Blueface, you have no right to say how your mom raised you, because you're not willing to change the standard of how you was raised for the sake of your kids.
Right.
So with that being said, it'd be so much of this finger pointing rather than people look at themselves and be like, you know what? I gotta stop doing it.
And shit like that can really backfire, because his son was really young. Yeah, what if you get a whiff from one of them bitches of something he don't like, and now he don't like pussy no more?
And like I said,
Then he just don't like
And the
pussy.
cold part-
But he wouldn't even had that thought, and wouldn't have even been disgusted and grossed out if you weren't having an inappropriate conversation with a child. You know what I'm saying? Now he's then came around these strippers, and he didn't seen something he didn't like. The bitch titty is weird because she didn't got, you know what I mean? Or she just don't smell right.
I mean,
and now he's just like, this is what y'all craving after. Ugh, I don't even know if I like this now.
Then that's on him to figure that out.
But your dad, but you the one that introduced him to it, the thought of it. Now it's warped in his
They
mind.
see it. It's everywhere already.
Now his mind is
Our
warped.
kids are in trouble.
Let them kids
Wait.
play
Our
them games.
kids
Let them
are
kids do
in
what kids
trouble.
do.
and that's and what you just said.
That
That's
shit's
exactly what I was- no,
everywhere.
wait, but that's what you just said. Kid, like we gotta. Well, I'm not a parent, but you being a parent, teach a kid to be in a child's place. Like live to be a child.
Right.
You shouldn't be in every grown folks' mouth, listening
Man.
what they doing, seeing what they seeing. When grown folks are having grown folks conversation, and they doing whatever they're doing, whether they shooting spades or even talking freaky or whatever, take your ass in the room, or matter of
Right.
fact, get out of my mouth. Like
Right.
that's where we grew up. Like that's how I
Right.
grew up on. Like I couldn't be around the older grown-ups while they talking, and I just be in their mouth, and somebody don't catch me like, hey,
Oh yeah.
get up out of here. You know what I'm
My
saying? But
auntie
now
was
these
good at
days,
that.
parents want to be their child's
Friends.
friend. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
problem.
Come
I ain't your
confide in
fucking
me.
friend.
And there's nothing wrong with being a friend, but the parenting has to come first. But I can't say too much because I'm not a parent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just
You
saying
spitting
outside,
facts, though.
I'm just saying from outside perspective. Now, if I was a parent, then I can really dive into this. But
Right.
being a person that I know got, you know what I'm saying? Like all my homies, I call homies. They kids are not around when we're having
Right.
grown folk conversation or we just talking crazy. Hey, get up out of there.
Right.
And I respect that because they could be sitting there the whole time and just allowing things to be what it is. That's why I respect a lot of my people that are parents, because they show traits of how they was raised. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, from their parents, and I gotta respect that. That's gonna make me when I ever become a parent, you know, society and fuck themselves.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it shows. You know what I'm saying? Those are good traits to have. So your kid will have a fighting chance in society
Right.
and how to maneuver when you're away from them.
Right.
So, but you know, that's just my take on it.
I like your take,
Keep
bro.
kids in kids' place. Let kids be kids.
Our kids are in trouble though. I know
Definitely.
my kids
Oh.
are in trouble.
Like this
in
new
trouble.
generation. I'm just glad I'm not a part of it.
They in trouble.
I'm glad I don't have to grow up with AI and all
like-
the social media. The way we had social media, but it was not the way it is now.
No, we
I
had
like-
AIM and
wait.
AOL. We had
Like,
basic
it was,
shit.
It was limited.
We had
like,
basic shit.
Wait, time
You
out.
needed to go to the store to get the
Or
internet
you had to
disc
sit at
to
the
put
computer,
the
like, you know what I
minimum.
mean? Like-
Yes.
You didn't get to just take
Yes,
it with you. You had
facts. We didn't have it to go. That shit was at home.
Right, you know
You
what
was
I mean?
only on that shit either after school or when you got in the house
and then
from
you
outside.
couldn't be on the phone and the internet at the same time.
Facts.
You get
Facts.
that weird,
You had to
distorted
worry about
sound.
somebody downstairs listening to your conversation upstairs.
Right. It wasn't
Facts.
just a free for all.
Facts. It wasn't.
And you only got about 500 text
Facts.
messages.
Didn't I tell your ass to go do them dishes? Mom on the phone. I don't give a fuck. Get your
Or
We can't talk until after
or they
9
start-
or 10.
Yeah.
Or they start dialing, knowing that you on the phone, and be like,
Yeah.
"Herb, get off my
Yeah.
phone. I gotta call somebody." You
Yeah.
like,
And that was when we
"Alright."
still used to actually have still decent conversations
Yes.
digitally
You
or over
actually
the phone.
got to get to know people.
Like, I'm going to call you after 9 when my minutes is free.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going to talk to you about my whole fucking day.
right, you know what I mean? We used to
Facts.
look forward to the nighttime. I
Yeah.
used to look forward to the nighttime
Yeah.
for my minutes to be free so I could talk to my little friend.
That's another thing. Is a lot of people don't know how to talk to each other no more. There's not too many intellectual conversations going on. Even when you are getting to know someone, it's like it's either nigga we fucking or not. Like that's how I feel like it is nowadays. It's like you don't want to know about my past. You don't ask me about this. You don't ask me about that. It's like people expect people to tell them shit. It's like
Right.
no nigga. Like and people
into it,
ask me,
talk, have conversate.
people been watching this show that know me for a while and be like, well, I never knew that, nigga. You never asked me. Like, you don't. Am I supposed to just spit the shit out?
Right.
If you were paying attention, you can see that there's a reason I said what I said. There was clearly a question, or I was supposed to say the shit that I said. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's people don't do none of that shit no more, and it's crazy as fuck to me.
Yeah, I would take me back to the olden days. I remember them days.
That's when love was love.
We had butterflies.
Yes.
Well, is there any shout outs that you want to give? We closing out.
We ain't closing out. You heard that song yet?
Relax. There's
Now
a
he
reason why
gonna
I say
put it
that.
on.
Shout out
Exactly.
to King Kada of Island Kisses. Make sure y'all go get some lashes.
Facts.
For inviting me here with her. That's how I was invited on this show. And make sure you guys donate to the back to school drive, because we are giving back to the kids. We're giving out 150 backpacks. So, and it's on August 6th, the day before school starts, I think. Don't quote me on that, but if it's the day before school starts. But
I think it's the 3rd. Schools, I think, starts on the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. But go ahead.
Right. So the back to school drive is August 6th. So tap in with me, Arcada, and we can give you information on how to get your kids registered for a free backpack.
Facts. So tap in with me and I can point you in the right direction.
Yep.
100%.
You feel me? Fees, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to the City of North Las Vegas Fire Department and the City of Las Vegas Fire Department for accepting my application. So,
Facts.
I'm about to move forward with that and get that process going. So my purpose is that. So if I'm offline with you, you had it coming. And the people that I'm online with, bear with me.
Facts.
Oh yeah. Also shout out to Go Solutions Staffing Agency. If you need a job, tap in with me.
Get out. I'm just playing.
Tap in with me if you need a job. I'm manager, so I can give you a. Get you
I'm
a
gonna holler
job.
at you because I need a part time.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to the kids at home.
And Biggie Lip.
I don't know if y'all watching. Shout out to my oldest. I miss you. I love you. Yeah. Shout out to you, Chantel, for coming. I appreciate you. Shout out to Quan.
you.
Shout out to Fee. Shout out to best friend for watching us while she sitting at the airport about to board. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all next week, 9 p.m. sharp. Thank y'all for tuning in. You heard with Biggie and Friends live on Vegas High Media Network. We out, churro. You heard.
Cause one day this all gonna change. Fuck how you feel. Right. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gonna change. Fuck how you feel. I never look back, and I'm just keeping it real. I keep it a stack, my nigga, you know the deal. I never switch up, my nigga. Cause one day this all gonna change. Fuck how you feel.